Oi, oi, flat earth British, Martin Liedtke speaking. Fat thumbs! Can you feel that? Yeah, I've been feeling that all night. It's absolutely electric in the chat, and it's 150 of you waiting, and I haven't even spoken yet. Wow, super fantastic, guys. Be excited. Be very, very excited. The juice will overfloweth in this show tonight. I'm going to do some... going to binge Brian's. Things have been moving on. It's been a super fantastic week on Flat Earth British, and there is never a dull moment, as I'm sure you have noticed, and things are moving along really, really nicely. We have a fantastic vlog lined up for you tonight. Don't ask me how so much information can pour out in 1 week, because I haven't got a fucking clue how I'm doing this, but it's where's Leamish? We don't know. Okay, Mort calling Orson, come in Orson. That's my message to Lee, how I communicate with him. So it's very fantastic to see you all. Thank you for so many of you waiting very patiently. All right, let's have a shout with you all. I'm going to tell you where we're going in this, guys. Okay, it's going to be a fantastic vlog. We're going to think about, okay, where we are, I suppose, up until this moment on Flat Earth British Think Tank. So it's a bit of a mind bender at this stage, but it's starting to make more sense than ever over the last few weeks. I'm finding every time I sort of, think about it all and put it together in my brain, I'm just blown away by the energy, the rush of the Holy Spirit or whatever is happening here. But if you haven't felt it yet, you will. You will. Okay. Something very special is happening, guys. Okay. So where are we at? Are we in an ark? Are we in an ark, lost at sea, maybe even upside down? Is that the case? Well, it seems we're in a farm, and the psychopathic controllers don't give two hoots about us, and we're in a very precarious situation right now at this stage in humanity. And it would seem that it's not about a bullshit virus anymore, although they are deliberately infecting most of humanity and probably going to make them sterile. So in a generation's time, everyone will be merrily shagging away, but there won't be no babies being born. So that is part of the agenda, I suspect, deeply. But also the tests. I suspect the tests are, they're looking for someone. Now, there's been a lot of ideas about who they're looking for, guys, or what are they looking for? There's been the blood types, the usual are coming up, the RH, and could it be blood type, blue blood, etc. No, I don't feel that. I'm not getting any resonation with that whatsoever. I was thinking more in the lines of maybe an individual, maybe someone who is needed in order to fulfill prophecy is what I was thinking. Now that resonates. See, I get a blast off that. So when I say the other and I don't get a buzz, then I'm not going to go with that. So a fantastic vlog. We're going to think about heaven. We're going to think about heaven, guys. Is heaven an angelic realm with fluffy clouds and a big pearly gate where you're welcome to go in and sit at the desk and have a word with God about what's going on? Is that the case? Because in my brain, I'm thinking, well, if we were ascended spiritual beings, would we really need materialistic attachments like pearly gates or basically anything material? I suspect not. Okay, because attachment is weakness, isn't it? So I suspect not if they're in a real state of heaven. Okay, I suspect that it's not their version. So I'm thinking this. I'm thinking, is heaven, okay, a place on earth? Maybe Belinda Carlisle was telling us something. Never mind. So I was wondering, okay, because I definitely at this stage think that they are definitely 1 billion% hiding land, right? I think we have neighbours really close by, okay? They're completely aware of us, but we're not aware of them. And people from this place can go off-world, off-pond, if you like, to this other place, which you could think of as being paradise, okay, or heaven, haven, safety. Now, when you're at sea, in a storm, you go into a harbour or a haven to be protected from the storm. And remember, we're on a ship, we're lost at sea, and we're looking for safety in haven. So we're going to have a think about that. We're going to have a think about the realism, okay, of maybe the scenario if I actually went to heaven, what would go down. Okay, let's see if that rings true with any of you. Okay, so we'll have a look around and see what we think. Somewhere in here close by, or maybe where they call Antarctica, or maybe elsewhere. Okay, but I think about the dome, what I think about all sorts. Okay. Also in this, okay, I got to stop saying okay, it's getting on my nerves. From Russia with mud, okay, not love, mud, plenty of mud. Novgorod, okay, so I found some fantastic images yesterday. It blew my mind to look at them. It's like, it's only one explanation. The arrivals have come in government-issued clothes. There's ladders on every building. They're touching up all the Antiquatech, and everything's full of mud, deep mud. And these buildings are just fantastic. I've also got a collection or loads of catalogues of Russian Antiquitech buildings. Plans like I've never seen before. Absolutely fantastic. Blow your mind, all this. Textiles, about Tartaria we're going to talk about. I've got a dozen really interesting curiosities to share with you that have come in. And just so much to share with you, actually, guys. I don't know how I'm going to get all of this in. I would usually put it out on another channel, but 2 channels are on a strike, so I'm stuck on this and another channel, which I don't really use. So it's shit, really. Otherwise, I could churn out more information. So let's have a shout to you all. Thank you very much for coming. We got 179 of you, it says on there, so that's absolutely fantastic. Actually, it says 393 of you by then. So welcome to everyone on Facebook as well, guys. Okay, it's good to see you. Scotty Wadles in the Windy City. I hear it's absolutely freezing. It's still getting snow in Canada. So we were all just doing where we come from shouts just now. So it's New York, New Zealand, Wales. It's just one big happy family. Isn't it weird how all of nationality is just dropping away and we just don't feel like that anymore? I don't. I just feel like a person of the world. Just it's international. But I've always been like that anyway. I've always been like a man of the world sort of thing going on. But yeah, I feel like a person of the world, not just a country. I feel like I identify with that a lot better. Verdict, my brother. Flat thumbs. It's my big brother. Verdict. We had Patricia Steer here in chat earlier. Big, massive shout and much love to Patricia Steer. I was playing the Smiths today. She's a big Smiths fan. But play them loud and it's like brain juice. Jungle Juice, nice name. Good to see you. Hippie Shake, good to see you. Danielle. Well, and so yeah, it's Flatterday. So this is a traditional time on Flat Earth British Week where we zero fucks given. We let our hair down. We get happy hats if required. Okay, to help with Brian Thortage. Okay, that helps. It does a lot. Okay, hats help Thortage. So wear them. Okay, that's why they put dunces hats on dunces. It was telling us all in plain sight. We've got a lot to share with you. It's hard to even believe. So let me shout a few again. We got Rudy there. My eyesight is so crappy. Oh, Ian. Hiya, Ian. Ex-Heliocentrics there. Good to see you, my friend. So if I do miss you, I noticed I watched chat back on my last live feed and there were so many of you and some really cool people that I completely missed. I just can't see you all while I'm chatting and that, you see. So just can't watch chat as well. So Flying Fam Girl, that's a nice name. New Hampshire. Ooh, like New Hampshire. Oh, we're like everywhere, actually. William Metal Case. Nice one, William. Artie, good to see you. International community, like-minded people. Exactly how I feel. Werewolf, Jungle. So, yeah, spring's coming. It was a beautiful day in the UK, and I get in, like, the flat earth British itchy feet syndrome where I want to, like, get a festival going or something happening in Britain. And basically, it's in pipeline. We're going to get something moving so we can all get together in British Isles lands or wherever if you get over here from somewhere because they're all having meets in bloody America lands and I seem to miss out every single fucking time. It's getting me, down a bit. It's like, my friends in America, I got a lot of them. Done. And Dean Lotus, who is in Hawaii. Do you know if I flew to Hawaii, Dean, would I be meted by girls in hula hula skirts? And would they put garlands around my neck? Would they rub noses like that? Because if that happened, I would never go home. Jamaica. No, really, is it? I'm just asking because that's what my Brian's telling me. Hawaii. If I think Hawaii, right, it's not straight to Elvis. It's straight to the greeting at the airport. Hula hulas. Did you? On my last post, right? I posted the cover of Sgt. Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, which is a Tavistock Institute message of who their players are. And who was conspicuous in his absence was Elvis Presley. They never put Elvis Presley, like he never even existed, on Sgt. Pepper's. What's going on with that then? It's a clear message here. Dave Mack. Diploma Honour is there. Good to see you, love. Again. Old Brewer's there as well. And Dick Richards is in the house. Lucy McLeod, battery packs, I vow. I'm a love. I Hat Fairies 82 is good to see you. FSNS Rockers is in the house. I was playing rock today, had some AC/DC on, and then I had Motorhead on, Lemmy, Loud, Overkill, fucking epic. Alpha Billy, and then I mellowed out a bit there with some Smiths. Squirrel. I'm a bit of a heavy metaler. Only this month. Alpha, good to see you. I go through phases. I'll probably be on Mozart next week or something. It's really strange. Whatever. Theo, there's a name that's associated with my life. That keeps coming up over and over again. I once sailed on a ship called the Captain Theo for 2 years, something like that. Yeah, haunted ship, long story. Fucking nightmare. Eddie, good to see you, my friend. And it's an absolute miracle I've managed to get this far in life at all. It is an astounding miracle. I leave a weight of carnage right behind me. It's just like bombs go off and things just happen. And you'd have to hang around with me. Don't, that's not safe. To find out this is true. So it's a real mystery to me. So I think I'm kept for a special reason, which I know I am anyway, because I was told by the creator or Goddage a long while ago. On the beach as a kid. Stephen Kennedy, good to see you. Troy, Dan, Ellis, Joanna, and Ginny. There's Ginny, my friend. Ginny Proof. Who's Gillian? And Jason's there, and Daniel, and Sonia Testament, who is epic. Love to see her smiling. Just lifts my soul. Not at least lifting. I'm always in a state of ecstatic weirdness. That's just me all over. So what was it? Love. I thought you were going to tell me about the for the hula girls down in Hawaii. Never mind. Dupro, love the Flatterday. Best day of the week, isn't it, my friend? So, anyway. Dun, dun, dun. Got a lot to show you guys. I can't imagine I'm going to get through all this. I always overdo it. I had to lose about 20 pages just before. I thought, well, no, because that'll take me till 3 in the morning. I think I'll just lose them and slip, and do them on the next vlog. So, let me just compose my shit, and I'm going to share some pages and get into some information, okay? Happy hats will be required. Buckle in for newcomers. Like I said, it may feel strange, okay? Just go with it. I am. For my sins. Okay. Happy Squirrel Sniper shirt, patrolling. Rona. All Blue and OG Scotty as well. And, Maddie Hughes. Slurpage says Fanny Adams. And Dawn is here. Dawn Lashure. And Dave Knuckles. Nice one, Dave. Flat thumbs, bruv. And Buddha Da from Brian, if I haven't said that already. Martin on a mission like Blues Brothers. Yeah, don't go and see the penguin. That trippy fucking nun. She'll batter you. Yeah, they're evil nuns. They are. They are. Yeah, that's why they're always running orphanages and shit. Torturers. Fucking psychos. Who do that shit anyway in the right mind? Yeah? I'm marrying a ghost. Oh, are you? Sounds a bit weird. No, it's not. Yeah, whatever. Anyway. Dun, dun, dun. Flat Earth British. And let's get underway. Oh, let me just get rid of that. Excuse me. And Michael. Good to see you, Michael. Thank you for popping by. Right, I'm going to share some screen now. We're going to get into some information. We're going to have a think about heaven as a destination. We're going to have a think about the place where we live. Okay. Could it be more outside? And could there be a dome over all of this expansive plain, or separate little domes? Or could there be a way out through portals? Okay, at specific places, at specific times. Now, Hollywood definitely tell you the shit's going on. Okay, there's been a couple of big movies lately. Skull Island, King Kong film, have you seen that? Well, that's sort of cloaked and shrouded, and they have the Northern Lights there. So they're suggesting, although they tell you it's in the Southern Pacific, yeah, the place has got Northern Lights. Also Wonder Woman. You ever seen that? Well, the islands where the Amazons are, it's fucking cloaked. It's cloaking technology or some shit going on. And the Nazis just reach through and then are like, whoa, just like reach through the veil. Oh, there's another place here. So it could be along those lines where they're really, really close by our neighbours. Maybe the Phoenicians, who even knows? Maybe they're humans and we're not. Maybe we're from somewhere else completely different. Maybe from underground. We'll have to think about that in this post as well. It's going to be so super interesting. Flat Club. Don't. Wow, that is not. No. Right, we'll share screen. Enjoy. And make sure that you basically share this out, if you would, please. Get some more people in. We've got nearly 600 people already, so super fantastic. But there's going to be a lot of information, so do buckle in. I'm going to start here with it's good advice from me. Okay, to remember is a good one to start off with, and the situation we all find ourselves in right now. No, let me just cancel that a second, because there was something rather important I wanted to talk about that I forgot. Carried away myself. I'm going to start here, okay, because I guess this is a little serious note, okay, to how do I fucking put this? Now, my emails and my messages are increasing with people with suicidal tendencies. I had a message only yesterday with somebody who's had enough, doesn't want to be here anymore, and then that's it. So that's not fair on me, that I'm just left like, fuck me, is this person actually gone and topped themselves? And then a coincidence happened. I had an email in maybe an hour later, which I thought, well, that's a sign in itself. Because of these times we're living in. Okay, people are thinking, you know, they're too fucking scared to do anything about it. Okay, but we know that down the road, the world we got coming, and none of us want that. You know, the choice was, you know, eternal wars and starvation, etc. Well, a lot of that is on the way, but the starvation and the shortages is all part of the control mechanism, and this was just the start. Never going to stop now. They got us. Okay, something happens. We all know what. So I had this email off this lady Kim, and she thought it might help, and I think it will too. So she heard something today, and she thought she would pass it to us, Flatworth British Think Tank. I'm not sure if we could use it. Yeah, we can. It's really helpful, actually. Thank you. You know, so it's increasing. Anyway, I was listening to someone talk about the subject of contemplating suicide. He said that loads of people are currently contemplating it. He also said that considering what we're living through, realistically, that it's only natural. As only a person who was insane would want to live in the world with a future the way they are presenting it to us. The idea that someone is contemplating suicide and not doing it is simply because they're awake. In actual fact, it's a sign that you are really awake. So it's not a bad thing. Okay, so when you're having these like, oh, fuck me, I can't do this future thing, just realize and remember that you're awake. You're not one of them. That's fucking fantastic. Yeah, that's a gift. So yeah, so she thought that would help. I think it really did help. So the idea helped her. She's not having a suicidal thoughts or anything, but she's definitely thinking a lot of them people are out there, and I'm definitely having an increase in males, which I find alarming. And I've had quite a few over the last 6 months or maybe longer. You don't know whether to just cry for attention, which it often is. I usually say, like, you know, a couple of Martin sentences and everything's fantastic and okay again. So, you know, for that token, I'm really fucking grateful that I'm able to do that. But in other cases, it leaves me thinking, oh, fucking hell, this is worrying. Do you know what I mean, guys? So there's that ongoing as well. So I hope that helps. If anyone's thinking, just remember, guys, what we're doing here anyway. Okay? So let me share. Peace and love to all before we start. And up your vibration. This is where it happens. The last sanctum of sanity, last bastion of sanity left in this fucking realm, I would think. Hi, Max Warburg. Good to see you, my friend. Anyway, share screen. So, brilliant. So, in the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Don't want to get to that point, guys, and I don't want that to ever really happen. But if something's not done, that is where we're going. This has been repeated. World War II, we know this shit, stuff like this went down. So just bear that in mind, guys, with everything that's going on right now. Remember one another. Start off. Fuck them. We look out for one another, guys. We're all we got. We can't go to the police. We can't go to the army. We can't go to the government. We can't go to the politicians. It's just us. So let's have a think about heaven. Now, let's think about it as a physical, geographical location, as in a paradise somewhere close by. So we think about this. This is the pond idea. The Earth is just one of many ponds, and these could possibly be domed, and these could possibly have their own, you know, moon and sun system over each one. And maybe the sun comes to an ellipse on this one and meets the other, and that's where the two suns are coming from in this pond. You know, there's been many ideas in that. Okay. It's a fanciful idea, I reckon, and I'm not really going with that. But I do feel that there's a lot more outside. Okay, so this is my brain just went the fudge. Can't remember the artist. I was going to say Lamater. It's Lumiere. Yes, Lumiere. No, Lamater. I was right the first time. His picture of looking outside the dome of what could be going on outside, and he sees like mechanical stuff and like the Matrix coming undone, or the, you know, the Ezekiel's wheel. So is it that if we get out so far, okay, that it's not rendered because we haven't been there to actually physically set eyes on it, so therefore it's not collapsed for us to perceive it. It's not rendered. Only in here, if you're thinking in them terms, could it be seen. So what is outside? And are they going there to Antarctica? Well, we've put enough evidence, very tempting up on these channels, to think that there's a lot more going on out there than we think. So there's good clues in this picture, actually, especially that big tree. I think there's a code there. So that is what they were thinking. Maybe this artist in the 1800s was thinking was outside the dome itch. And then there's the Monte map, isn't there, where we get the idea of all of these huge continents, as big as Asia, that one bigger, and Europe together, there, all marked up, all geographical, and in the middle as well. In my Brian, because I spent years in the Merchant Navy, you're on strict shipping routes, and I remember we'd a couple of times went off of shipping routes, and we literally had military aircraft to escort us back in. You're not allowed to go off and gallivant wherever you want off of the shipping routes, and it's the same for aircraft. Okay, they got to stay on their strict shipping aircraft flight paths. You remember what happened with that aircraft that went missing down here in the Pacific? They never seen her again because something's happening down there around the outer southern part up there. So this is the idea. Okay, now, could this be going on? We're just a big mining operation for giants that could have been living outside somewhere, and they come in and then they do the old Dubai, pack it down, pile it up like they do with Dubai, but on the bigger scale, because they copied this in Dubai, haven't they? They got an earth and they got like a palm tree and they got all these different things in Dubai where people are living on them. So just think of that. replicated in a bigger scale. And they've taken all the spoil and just putting these things outside here and bigger and bigger. And could the whole thing be covered in a dome? What is this bit? Or separate domes? Well, if this place is a simulation, then it'd be something like the holodeck, wouldn't it? So the old Kabawashi map, a big favourite, shows you this gap here, and then you've got all of these continents outsidage. Now, one of them, or all of them, if there is places out here, could indeed be where they all go. Like David Bowie is sitting there with a 60, 70-year-old Jim Morrison, sipping cocktails on the beach, thinking, well, wasn't that a palaver sort of thing going on? They could, they may have places to go. So I'm thinking that it could be in here somewhere as well, or even north, okay? And it could be like, I know it sounds crazy, but I'm thinking Time Bandits are telling us something to film with that map and the places on this map where the veil is thin and there's portals, and they show up on old maps, guys. And this is already in the narrative. There's people been saying it before me. It's in the Book of Enoch that these portals are there and these windows. So I think a little bit more, shall we? Other ways out into heaven. Now, what if? Okay, so we're thinking we are at the bottom of the very, very deep and big Tartarian ocean. Okay, with probably a hull of a ship or a dome over the top of us, a canopy, an umbrella, whatever, to keep the water out. The water possibly held in place by an acoustic sound, possibly emanating from Mount Meru itself, holding the water dome in place, so it doesn't come down and flood everybody. So this is the dream of Jacob and Jacob's ladder. So some people think it's a spiritual ascension matter, but they are literally going into the sun itself. Many people have already said in this field for years that the sun is a portal. It reaches zenith and opens up the black sun. So the handwriting upon the wall, the writing is certainly on the wall, but I don't know what it says. There's a lot of narrative in here, though, isn't there? Gluttony, the elites. So is this what they're doing when they get up to this paradise? Because that doesn't look very paradisey to me. That is a bit evil. So, an angelic hosts up in the dome, like Olympians looking into the pond. Shall we help Theseus? No, fuck him. Let him go on his own. This sort of thing. A portal. So here's God. Look, jump in your Adam and Eve. You go into a new place. It's not here. Look, let me help you, Adam. Get in the portal. Now, we've all seen this. We've all seen Doctor Strange. We've all seen that, haven't we? He's got portal technology similar to this. And Sliders. Do you remember Sliders, 1980s program? So let's think about heaven. So, is it a nice place? No, I'm just asking, because it may force you to listen to concerts or something, Westlife or holy bands. That would be torturous. Now, think about me meeting God. No, just think about it, guys. In reality, in realism, think about me meeting God. Can you imagine how annoying I would be? Yeah. God, yes, Martin. God, why have you got nipples? Or why have we got nipples? What's slugs for? God, what, Martin? What appendix for? Oh, God, why do we breathe? God, why do we kill? God, why have we got bumholes? God, God, God. 30 years later, and I'm still asking questions. Can you see how this would go? God, why haven't we got time yet? God, God, God. So I would be really annoying, and then eventually I get to the usual answer. God, can I shag all your angels, please? No, Martin, this is supposed to be heaven, God, and I'm supposed to, by rights, get all the nice things because this is heaven. Yeah, I suppose you're right. So that could go exactly the same conversation there. Could go exactly the same in hell, couldn't it, really? Why have you got nipples? Why have you got... This is 1,000 questions you could ask these annoying deities. But I don't think any of that is actually going on. you know. So here's the ladder up to where exactly? So we're going to think about maybe the Tower of Babel, maybe these people, maybe the sky was a lot lower because we'd had a mud flood, and because we're upside down, we were a lot higher. No, I just mangled my own Brian. No, let's turn that back around again. The pressure was increased because the mud was higher, which meant we were lower. Yes, that's right. Anyway, so it's a confusing affair at this stage. Don't that look like electrical synapses of the Brian? So yeah, that could be akin to some sort of mental processes. I don't know. And Dante's upside down resonating pyramid of hell. So if up is down because they reverse everything, then could it be to get out of here, you go down, because down is up. He's having to think about it, Agent Smith there. Well, the book, the fantastic book, The Iron Republic, and there's a couple of others as well, talked about, and even Olaf Johnson, you actually got to go in or down to get out. So I'm thinking, yeah, maybe. So here's a load of Phoenicians in an old Renaissance painting. Purplers, check them out. Purples. And what they're doing? They're chucking humanity down pits of despair. So that's like now, isn't it? We're in hell now, aren't we, guys? Because we're not in paradise. There's only 90%, 99% of us have not nailed it. Even the elites haven't nailed it, have they? It's only the very, very, very whoever's have actually nailed it in this place. Everyone's got fucking issues. Everyone's got like either a dysfunctional family is dysfunctional. I think all families are dysfunctional at this time. Yeah, what's normal any fucking way? I don't even know. Annunciation. I think this is to do with artificial insemination or something, because what we get here is Angel Gabriel. Maybe I should have mentioned earlier about, having anything to do with angels, obviously the female angels, because it can't really tell with Gabriel. But anyway, he points at her and he goes, wah, 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 into her belly, and a baby's born. Did you find that weird? Look at the seashells on her chest stitch. Yeah. So Mary in the Renaissance artwork is Phoenician, really. Don't even know. She's not poor, is she? She's stinking rich. And the eternal battle that's going on apparently in the spiritual realm. There's a spiritual war ongoing. There's people in here involved with it, overspilling. And my personal view of it all is that we are, well, I feel in communication with history in the past and our ancestors in the past. And I think there's a giant moment when all of history breaks, past, present, all of it. So Kirschja, if you don't know about him, 18th century engraver, genius, Jesuit though, full of Masonic coding, but they tell you about like the Tower of Babel, but I'm getting the idea that this is happening around this time. We've seen plenty of evidence that this Tower of Babel is like Phoenician by design. You get the Romans in the Middle Ages anyway. Something about Kirschja. It's almost like church, isn't it? So, all seeing eye. What do you think the Tower of Babel was for? Was it to get up to the dome, to try and get out into what they thought was heaven because they knew a reset was coming? Or could it have been a device? Maybe chuck a couple of 100 monks in there to meditate, or whatever. Yeah. So here's Arat. Ar comes down, campage. You know the story, because apparently we're all descendants. So strange thinking here by Kirsch. He's got like this, I guess, you could call it a globe. But off of the North Pole, he has a giant tower. Ooh. Data hypothesis quantum globus terraeus extra centrium emotius fistit. Don't know what that is, but look at this. It goes up the tower. Centauri. So yeah, I'm thinking heaven, it could be a place on Terra. Semterra. And then you have all these different languages. I'm guessing Phoenician's on there. Arabic, Greek. Oh, and then you got this other world that is there, and this other world hanging off it by a chain. What could that possibly mean? Dun dun dun! And there it is. To me, I'm thinking. My Brian says, "Hey, how is he getting this engraving done from a bird's eye perspective? Why is there 1,001 different things going on, all kept in clarity? Is this some sort of photography with all Kirster's works?" Is what we think. And then we think to ourselves, hang on a minute, is this out of the film Flash Gordon? Because this really does look like something super duper futuristic from the future. But something about it looks like speaker to me. I get in sound. I'm getting sound from it. And it coils up like a pyramid, but it coils. So I think that's the tech as well. So maybe they thought they could save the realm through a sound, or maybe even reach the heavens, get out before a reset. So deeply coded. The lion is part of the code. I'm going to look at that a little bit later and find out what it means with clues in predictive programming. Oi, oi! Melage is in the house. And this is supposed to be a Nineveh, okay? So it's ancient Nineveh, and it's a circuit board, isn't it? It's a circuit board city, advanced technology. It even looks like, it's exactly the same sort of stuff you get in a circuit board. And this tower thing here is wafer thin. I don't know what I can do. Anyway, Tower of Babel went up and up and up and up and up. They were trying to maybe get out of here. And they had one there. That's the Babylon Tower, which was Daddy Tower. But they had one in Nineveh, and there was other ones as well. And these ginormous buildings all behind the city wall. From a bird's eye perspective, again. So I don't know. It's just killing lions. It must mean something in the Phoenician world. And look at these 3 tiers. Look at this Phoenician architecture. Them wedge-shaped ladies again. So we can pinpoint this to that period. Yeah, it's saying it's supposed to be biblical days, guys, which is supposed to be the Bronze Age. That's not what we're finding with the architecture and the clues. This stuff's still around today in city high streets. Exactly the same. Arches. Greco-Romano. And that was in Babylon. So that's obviously the Hanging Gardens. So why would they have a lot of gardens so high? Why are a lot of gardens in the Victorian era on roofs? Why were they big on conservatory roofs? Cardiff Castle, where I live, has a big conservatory roof. It's one of its main things with planting, etc. So I'm thinking because there was too much mud on the ground, because of the mud flood, and they were putting things right, the only place they could have like abundant vegetation and stuff was in there. It was in, like the Hanging Gardens of Babylon. There's a big question of how they managed to irrigate it, though, without machinery. So obviously they were using machinery because academia is too stupid to admit it. So this is what I definitely think he was basically painting or engraving what he's seen, and this is the the classical world supposed to be, but it's just advanced tech. It's super futuristic future. If you want to find out what the future was going to be like, just look to the past. It's all based on different sciences. But look at that mud, squishy, squidgy mud. Yeah, nightmare that comes in. You never get your foot out. So this is what he engraved for Heliopolis, and you got Memphis. So you got Heliopolis is in like some sort of star foot, and it's in a geographical location of the Nile. That's weird because Heliopolis. Look at that, Barbara, almost Barbaria. Ooh, close. So someone on top of the pyramid. It's not looking like the Great Pyramid of Giza. There's doorways in. And these, they say it's for crypts, subterranean crypts, but I only think that's a cover. I think that they are bunkers under the pyramids. I think the pyramids were bunkers for when this place was Noah flooded, which they knew was coming. People had been tipped off. You had Noah building an ark. Everyone must have knew about it. Must have been on the internet of the day. Nothing new under the sun. Don't even laugh. You don't know. And I'm not really sure, but it looks like an astronomical clock of some sort. And this is just a circuit board. to me, to my mind. All put together. This part in the middle, the maze, is just circuit board city. And you put a lot of spooky little sigils in them too. Pyramids, obelisk power. Them things could have been covered in electrum. And there's the maze, which we talk about a lot, and the labyrinth of Crete, Knossos. And that is supposed to be the Minos, or the it's just a goat there. It's supposed to be half bull, half human. But you get to the middle, but it's a circuit board, isn't it? Got conductive endings. This is actually a real circuit board. So mazes are more, as we've already think, that they go in a vortex, stick to the side, go in and in and in the torus, into the torus, and eventually get to the middle. It's a portal, and you get out of this place. My time bandits. Ooh, Colossus! So was he really there? Big, massive Colossus giant in the Greco-Romano world? Possibly. Stinks, doesn't it? Phoenicians. So yeah, he mud flooded mountains. He engraved. I think he engraved what he's seeing. Not sure what Heliopolis is doing there. No, what we got here. So yeah, I can't keep an eye on all of you in chat, but do welcome you all to chat. Thank you all for joining. Happy Flatterday or Flat Thumbs. So here's Noah, or Noe. Okay, he went on a bender across Asia. So his kid had put a magic spell on him, which he got off a black magician, which made him basically impotent. So that put an end to Noah's philandering across Asia. So he thought, I better get back to work then, do my spiritual stuff, which is what he basically did. So there's the offspring. Apparently we're all offsprings of them, of the Archage. I think there was loads of survivors. I think that the Bible, as I mentioned in my last post, is an epic what's going on now encyclopedia manual. It seems to be anyway. Okay. Let's move on. So that's the beginning. We're having to think about hidden lands. I definitely think there's definitely 100% hidden lands. Are they in geographical location, heaven, laterally over there somewhere? I think so. I don't think they're trying to get to heaven up there, because I think they probably need some scuba diving gear, because it's going to be underwater, as the astronauts found. Dun dun dun. Right, mud flood, Novgorod. So this is a place near to, I guess, Omsk and Tomsk and that sort of area, and where Stalingrad is, but along the Volga. And I just couldn't believe what I was seeing when I looked at these photographs. They're just amazing. Firstly, they're crisp HD, and they're by Dmitry. I can't get his name now. Demeretsky, famous Russian photographer. Okay, and nearly every photograph is what we usually expect to see. So it's cruising. All right, there's a little bit of population there, but look at this guy. He's up on there. He's doing work. Look at the ladders. Everything is mud flooded, and the gardens are relatively new, and they're fully teched out with electric trams. And these are 1883. What's on the top of that bunko booth there, guys? Can you see that? On top of the bunko booth. So this is some sort of 5G tech of the day. And what is in that box, I wonder? So yeah, as I was going through them, it's not so badly mud flooded there. I guess this is maybe a little bit later, but they got massive, beautiful architecture. But the peasants, I noticed something while studying the peasants. There's one of those free energy things behind them. Is that when they turn up to Volga or Siberia or wherever, the kids are all dressed in these little, like, you know, Cossack uniforms or whatever they are. And the men are always in black boots, black trousers, you know, by the tens, nay, hundreds of millions. Where'd they get the dye? Where'd they get the leather? Who's producing all this shit? Where is it getting produced? And everyone's in the same stuff everywhere in Russia. And it's the same replicated in America, as with the arrivals in San Francisco with their, you know, black hats, black uniforms, and the ladies in white crinoline all looking exactly the same. Mexico, they get these really cheesy little cheesecloth Mexican hats and white suits, and other countries have got, like the Chinese have got these little coolie hats and these terrible little Chinese clothes that they wear. So everyone's got their government issue clothes. But what I noticed, we'll look a little bit further on in this post, is when we get to Tartaria, and I got these catalogues, it's the finest quality. So these people are not exhibiting the finest quality, but it's a fairly nice city. It's got the water fountain going on, and this geometric shape in the park. So the Phoenicians' foothold was there at some stage. But the peasants, the electric tram, but this place is overrun, as you could say, with peasants. Have you met the poor? Yes, I've met the poor. Oh, they're awfully nice. I met them once. What they like. Oh, don't stand too close. Look at this. Electric, and this car goes up into this Tartarian building and this massive Tartarian plant. It's a crazy place, but they got wood for pavement and mud for a road. Maybe when you got all that stone up and that glass and that steel and everything to build these big buildings, you should have put a road there to begin with. It would have been much easier for getting your materials there. And look at the size of their architecture. It's phenomenally big and beautiful. So see this church here, guys? Yeah, we'll be able to see the design of inside of one of them very shortly. I've got some catalogues which show you what goes on inside them, and in Antiquatech indeed. And it shows you the mud flood levels on the plans, because it made, well, maybe later. Who even knows? So here's some more Russians, all dressed exactly the same. The seashell over the stage. Same theme in America, showing you they're not really enemies, America and Russia or anything. They're all in the same club together, aren't they? They're not very quite similar people, aren't they? Not sure if that's from the Volga. Looks a bit Stalingrad-y, but this is super, I thought. So they got a shitload of people interested in white, so they got guards. So I'm suspecting, because there's so many guards, although they're not armed, that these are prisoners, right? Okay. And I thought, oh, it's exactly the same again, isn't it? Why can't we see it in from the footings up? Why is it always the outer facade is always there, and you're always just replacing the interior, like they do today with Italian buildings? So I thought, oh wow, we've got one going up, super. But it's not, is it? It's the same big doors, and they look dirty down here. So I'm thinking, and we'll see a bit later on anyway, that it's the exterior was there. It's been damaged, and then they're adding the interior, is what I suspect. We see this a lot, guys. We really do. There she is finished. Look at this thing. You know, these huge doors, you know, spoils mud flood. The thing looks ancient, so all this interior must have been added later in the front facade, as they do today. Look at the size of this for a bunko booth. They can't have toilets in their houses, but look at this. 2 ladders again. Somebody sat up on the roof. Always with the ladders. So not too much population going on. I thought this was crazy. Look at this up on the hill. So someone sat on the bench. They're watching the view. I get that. It's a lovely day. But look at that tree. Well, that tree would tell me that this thing here, this hill here, is just fallen away, like really recently. Yeah? It's like a foot away, isn't it? Hey, Campbell, Autodidactics channel. Catch up with you later, mate. Seen you in my Skype page. We're going to have a little hangout and chew the fat very, very shortly, probably tomorrow. A couple of people got umbrellas. Got to watch the sunlight. It's scorching in Russia. So what's going on with the climate? I've seen like plant stuff in Russia. Another ladder. And another ladder. Come on, guys. Why is every building being worked on? Right, it seems a recent bit of work here. That building's terribly mud flooded. Wow, look at the... Whoa! Techage. The Onion Dome. Look at this. It's just Tesla tech. Decoration's all part of it as well. Something's on that roof over there, but it's smudged out. I think some of these, you know, are altered as well. Some of the outlines. But look at the interior on these places. Why such a high ceiling? People don't need that. We have massive doors, massive ceilings. And stores coming in. Massive amounts of stores. Where are these coming from? Where's the dye coming from? Where's the hats coming from for hundreds of millions of people? you see what I mean? Endless amounts of humanity just arriving. And as we've seen on other photographs of this area, the streets are just empty. They've got full-on electricity, and there's just massive architecture. And they just leave like, this is their pavement, wood, and a big pile of shit. Well, what's the shit? Graveyard collapsed into the sea near Genoa in Italy today. At the 200 or so coffins floating in the sea. Fucking hell, that's nasty. Ooh, look at him. He's looking right at you. So I don't know, some sort of religious happening. You get that? They're all basically, in this new arrivals, they're all like religious bloody maniacs. And they got a hippodrome. And I'm thinking it's an ancient hippodrome, but I'm not sure if they turned it into an ice rink or some sort of sporting thing. But it is on the map as a hippodrome. Well, that's interesting. They got some free energy aerials here. Let's move on. And they got this electric stair lift. Goes up to the top of this hill. A lot of wood just chucked. It's a bit messy, isn't it? We got one of them in Wales. More strange religious practices. Everyone turns up in their uniforms. Government issued. More ladders. More ladders. What exactly are they doing with all these ladders in these photographs? No pavements. Might be a bit of cobble on that one. It's a main thoroughfare though. Everything else, mud flooded, covered in crap. So many ladders. Oh, that poses the question, you know, when people are not really on board with mud flood, it's like, oh, they were poor people's diggings for whatever reason, you know, limited light, damp, none of it makes any sense. And why would you have mud flood cellars or mud flood lower windows when you're in a city where it floods regularly? It is beyond me. It makes no sense architecturally. The size of these places in this. Look at this. Wow. So a hell of a lot of church machines. It's quite a big city, isn't it? They've had an exposition there. We covered it on the Tartaria channel, where they had the first Tesla tower. I mean, before Tesla, they had a Tesla tower. So a shitload of barges. Ooh, I wouldn't mind one of them. I wouldn't mind being a bargee, an onion bargee. Check this out, guys. Resonators. Wow, look at that. It's all made of metal. Well, that's beautiful, isn't it? So yeah, such quality, and they got a massive fort on top of that hill over there in Novgorod. So we can see inside of these shortly. There's bell towers. Let's squidge through a few. So yeah, I guess this is crazy. I can't get my head around this. They got like mud just comes in, yeah, because the river obviously floods. Get that. So they don't put any defenses. They don't build a wall. They don't do nothing like that. But they build the most fantastic architecture. And what about that? Is that on a badge? That's a floating Tartarian hotel type thing on a badge. Really? In the mud? Cool, you should have found a better destination to stick a fancy hotel. It's just saying. Wow. So what we got in the house? I'm going to come back very shortly. We've got so much to present to you. We've got everyone. Lee Flat Earth Head is you and my friend Waltage. Woohoo. Lee Flat Earth British said. Woohoo. You're mangling my Brian and Campbell and everyone. Bushwhacker Tartaria Berserker. Bear. He's a berserker. Berserk, baby. Look at this one. So they got a lot of guns. I'm not sure what the guns are for. Maybe they just execute the entire population. Maybe they've done it quicker than they do now. Now they're just like the slow kill. Pick you off. Pick them off. The lowest go and they just work their way up, don't they? Yeah, so that's just mud. Nothing else going on. They put a market on the mud. And all of these buildings. You see the mud flood windows? I think it's good evidence the mud came in. Still lumpy. Look at this. The water comes right up here. Oh, this place is a little bit higher. It's got that fancy red brick again. That bird's happy. He's getting a little munch on. Ah. We like that. And the interiors on these places are just fantastic. That's why, you know, the Orthodox Church needs so much money from peasant farmers Just hands it over. But anyway, more ladders. Maybe it's a ladder shop. See, they all got these long black coats on. They all look like the Rasputin uniform. What's these two fellas doing? Don't know, just a bit of work. Look how old these are. Wow. That's a nice little shot like this one. I'm not sure what they are. Sheds, yeah. And everything outside of the city is just mud. Because they don't do like city limits or anything. Ugh. And this is actually the digging out of mud. You can tell me what else they're doing. Or let me know. But in my Brian, the wheelbarrows have got mud in them. And they have shovels and boards over the trenches of the mud that they dug out. They're pretty low with it as well. They got like a patriarch to come in and bless the building site or whatever's going to happen there. And the whole town turns out for some reason. Unless they got all them working on digging the mud out. I know. What about all of these creepy village of the damned? Yeah? Let's have a look at this building first. That's beautiful whitewashed building. And all these low windows, mud outside. The bollards, or the pillars here, are to stop ram raiders. They're really popular in the age of horse and cart. And they're made of steel as well. Well, they need to be extra safe. Some of these horses are rather frisky, you know. Look at this. They all look like little Katusha dolls. Yeah, little Russian dolls. And they go and descend inside. They must have put thought into that. The weird fuckers. Oh, she's evil. I bet you were a ballerina teacher. Look at that little window down there. Isn't that weird, guys? Yeah, Village of the Damned, man. Do-do-do-do. Right, let's have a look here. So anything going on in this picture? It's the cemetery. Oh, you're bringing dead. So it's good to know people are actually dying. I don't mean good to know. I mean that, you know, that people are not dying. They might not have died in the past. I'm just suggesting. So why is that wire coming off that box there? And the wire coming down here and the wire going down there? This is 1883. We're not really supposed to have electricity. That is Antiquatech. Good-ching. These big broad roads. And all that mud. Crap in it. The size of that bell, I bet that was nice. So, yeah, they use bells as an alarm, don't they? As well, I think that's a part of it. Ooh, Antiquatech. Any wires coming off? Yeah. Mind you, they're not convincing. They're only one side, not other. Ooh. Oh, that's weird. So, how many bells in there? Good few. That's a nice church. Is that snow? We got snow on the ground now. It does get snowy in Russia. It's renowned for that. Okay, that's a weird tower. Look at that. What the flipping hell's that? Look at that. Air traffic control. It's not a church, is it? Kuching. I know. So, yeah, this place has got epically muddy. Look at the size of this architecture as well. Bringing all this stone and these pillars of horse and cart. Everything is mud flooded in this place. They got some beautiful buildings, so I'll give them that. Oh, look at this. Mud. Wooden duck boards. Whoa, look at that. Ka-ching everywhere. It's hard to deny, isn't it? And this place is prone to floods, and it's just like, you know, stupid as fuck from an architectural sense to build anything that's just going to get flooded once a year or something. You know, is this a floodplain? Do you think that's wise to build the lower basement? Probably not. Well, it's nice in the spring. Nice place to go. Not that. It's probably nice in the winter too. I'm just saying. Okay, let's have a look what's going on here. Keep your eye out for ladders. Oh, God. This is getting... And a ladder there. And a ladder there. And a ladder there. And a ladder there. Oh, my God. Overkill on the ladders. Wow. What the fuck's going on with all of the ladders? My odds is they're just tarting the town up. They just moved the population in. They're all still in uniform. Just to getting accustomed. You know, these planters, they look like 6 months old, don't they? And well, what is it with these telegraph poles, guys? They do this beautiful architecture. It looks like a cream cake. Yeah, they haven't got a plumb line. And they can't put a post up straight. They're stupid. What the fuck's going on? Every post in Christendom is shit. Are they added? I just can't get my head around why all this architecture is so fantastic. And these just shit wooden Riga poles, they call them. So anyway, nice muddy roady interchange, nice big buildings, and the population's turned up. God, look at this place. All in their uniforms. Looks like some of the fineries have come out. Some of the dignitaries. What that word? Dignitary. And one of those energy things. That's not advertising, flashing Chisano Bianco, is it? And what's all this on this post? Could be for the Telegraph, but they are ceramic. Juicy, juicy, juicy. Yeah, it was in Vogue. Thanks, Mel. Thanks for thinking for me. You're not always around to think for me. You know I'm incapable of thinking for myself, don't you? Yes, thank you. Look at this ladder. I would like to go up that ladder, not a windy day anyway. So the ladder, okay, let's get our head around, let's get our Bryans around this. We're in a mud-flooded city, okay, of Novgorod. And there's a giant ladder going up to this roof where there's a thing with all wires coming off it and shit in like 1883 when none of this is supposed to actually exist. What's this? What's all the wires? I think that's a nice little bit of Antiquatech caught out there. What's all of this going on? Nice little high street. There's another one there, you see. That one's got ceramics. No wires coming off that one. I noticed on the apex, so the wires wouldn't be on it. Where would they carry to? Oh, that's interesting. This could be like 5G tech. We could be looking way back, hundreds of years. How do we even know, guys? How do we know how old photography is? Look at these buildings here. And why do they leave big piles? That's not like cow shit. That's mud. Cow shit don't look like that. Horse shit, not cows. Cows don't walk down the road. You know what I meant, didn't you? So there's a couple of little puddles. It's been raining. So I'm guessing there's a bit of tarmac on that one. God. So yeah, apparently, like, just wait another 70 years and Stalin, he just has a shit full of the peasant farmers. He just like, I'm going to go kill them all. Which is basically, what he did. So the trams are electric. They're coming up this muddy hill where they haven't got any pavements. Jeez. Mud and shit. No windows. And look at this. Oh dear, this is amazing. Mud flood evidence. I hope they're just not the roofs sticking out of the mud and there's a depression there. It's difficult to say. Wow, look at that. The mess there. Jeez. So, let's move on. Oh, there they are. They're the U-bend things. Oh, there seem to be wires coming off that way, but nowhere else. And they're really faded, like we just seen on our last photo. Do we believe that? And why do they stop dead? Is it coming off the church to the thing to... Oh, that could be the case. Just to that from the church. Oh, yeah. I didn't think of that. Okay. And that one's got a giant wire going to it. That's a nice juicy image. Oh my God. And check that out. They're getting up on the roofs. It's all the roofs. Maybe they're just doing the Antiquatech. What do you think, guys? So that's some sort of pumping station. Let's see there. Something to do with the railways, but it looks like they got massive railway sidings there as well. Some more religious carrying-ons. That's not good. And it's what they do with all their money, while everyone else lives in idiots and shit and mud. Oh, they got cobble here. Bit rough though. So really ornamental, wasn't it, Tartaria? Very pleasant to the eye. And a giant castle overlooking the entire city, which is quite big by the look of it. Very beautiful. Okay. Populated by these people. No offense to this guy 150 odd years ago, but he looks like a tramp. And they're in the mud, or whatever that is below their feet. Yeah, look at this. Wood again. And these big broad roads for just one old cart with an old lady with a bag of spuds on it. This makes no sense. Look at these. They're metal. Why would you have metal in an age of just mud and nothing going on? No cars, nothing. Quite technological, isn't it? Look at that. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. again up to the roof. And what's on the roof? Wireage. Oh, these are good, these are. I guess you could spend ages just studying these and just finding stuff. What's all the blocked up windows? Window tags. Yeah. More ladderage. All up to roofs. I found that really weird. Maybe it's National Ladder Day in Russia and we're just missing it. Oh, look at that. The mud's come up to there on that one. It's filled it up. Literally filled it up. Oh, that's super cool. Lovely, lovely buildings. Oopie daisy. Okay. I like the look of the Russian language as well. I can't speak. I know what atmospheric looks like in Russian and a few other cities like Moscow or Odessa and stuff, but it's quite pleasant to look at, isn't it? Maybe that's just me. It's not messy. It's not like Greek. It's just like, what the fucking hell's going on with Greek, man? You know, it's just, no offense to Greeks, like it's just a bit of a mess. So there's it's a book, a catalog I can pass to you. I won't show them all because there's just too many of them, guys, right? But they show you the design and the interior and what goes on in the walls of all of these beautiful cathedrals. It'll tell you which one, but like I said, unfortunately, I don't speak Russian. But it tells you there, I guess, Alexandro in Nuvelsky or what have you. But if you go through it, it gives you the interiors, like you get mud floods there, and it gives you the underneath in a plan as well, like that. So there's vaults, which are infinitely deep, and the bottom level. So I'm thinking that this was road level at some stage. Looks like there's a door there. Looks like there's a door there. It looks like there's a door there to me. Does it to you? Well, yeah. And it's looking down, and look at that as well. Amazing, like Four Angels technology. See, it's like a Tesla motor. 1, 2, 3, 4, and a centre bit. So please share this out, guys. I know I keep saying that. It's a bit like, well, he always says that, but it is important. It's important to me. I get this truth out there, guys. Just people sitting there not knowing anything. But the good news is, I think people are waking up en masse. The thing is, they made it like so obvious that they're crazy and psychopathic by now that even the stupidest of babos would have to know by now that, hang on, I think this might not be true. I think there might be something going on. So these are the interiors of these churches. Look at the super fantastic colours on what, like they're sort of Coptic, but they're in style the paintings are. But look at that. You can see the interior of the Onion Dome, these things coming down. And all of this, like, sort of, oh, sorry, I can't mag up more. It would go smaller if I did that. Device, if you like, all of it. And we've got these. They look half buried. That looks like, to me, see that one there? It looks like the top of it is just sticking out, doesn't it? Yeah, I know. It's crazy. So yeah, we go. Ooh. Let's just move on from them. And this is the sort of colour. I love a bit of colour on Flatterday British, but this is what you get in these churches in Russia. And look at the designs on them for the interiors. So this one is in Rostov. They give you the locations and stuff. So it's the same old thing. See Phoenicians on there, I can see. Oh, look at the colour on these. Fantastic for the era. And the interiors of these Antiquatech buildings. Check that out, guys. So take your time going through them, guys. And if you find anything super interesting, because I'm limited for time. Oh, look at that one. Mud outside. Ooh, 2 half-sunken arches with doors in. That's interesting. See what I mean? It's good cluage, this is, guys. This is good cluage. Plenty of it, so okay. We're moving on. And some more of these churches as well. I'll just show you quickly. They give you the interiors. I'll pass you all these links. And you can find out. You get a side slice of Antiquatech. Oh, look at that one. Look at that one. There's a bell in the middle, a resonator. Oh, my days. Look at this technology. This is fantastic stuff, this is. I need to scrutinize this more. But it's this same, I don't know, strange circuitry. It is strange circuitry. Oh, my God, look at that. It's that same one again, is it? It's a decoration motifs, etc. Wow. So yeah, they had it going on. So that looks nothing like what we see of them people who just arrived in Novgorod. You know, this architecture and these churches are just like second to none for opulence, money spent, technology. You know, this is a church. How many crystal chandeliers do you need in just one little part? It's 4 in that one little shot there. Crystal chandeliers in a church. And look at the design on them. The 2-tier thing going on. It's just, money-wise, just incalculable. So that's pretty, isn't it? That banding looks Celtic. All that banding looks Celtic. It's really nice. Or Norse, maybe. I feel Norse going on. So there's a saintage, doing some writing, like they do. But wait, you know, they got like fantastic stuff in Tartaria. So then people we seen in them pictures, they ain't got fantastic stuff. In fact, they got fantastic fuck all is what they look like they got. But what you find in Tartaria, these are 7 Caucasian or Galician there, but some of these are Southern Carpathian mountains, Subcarpathian, there you are. So south of the Carpathian mountains, so we can say, interpret that as being Tartaria, okay guys? And this is the sort of stuff they had. Is this a water bottle? It's so, can I have one just like that? And what's this? Is this coal tongs? Well, the tongs of a sort, but wow, guys, the stuff that they had. That's a handbag, guys. That's a handbag. And this is jewellery that they had. Little German crosses, I guess. But, yeah, Tartarian. This is Tartarian stuff. Subcarpathian, that's definitely a Tartarian. Look at that. So they had the most fantastic, beautiful stuff, guys. Definitely something going on with the Romans throwing them cups away made of clay. I do not believe they used clay, cooking utensils, threw them out the window just to pile up over decades or hundreds of years. I do not believe. I think that they were something else, and not for eating in or drinking in or anything like that. Something else completely going on for them all to be smashed. So, self-explanatory, musical instruments, Fabergé eggs. Are they eggs? Wooden candlesticks and painted Easter eggs. Easter, anagram for reset, that's coming soon. The Easter, I mean, not the reset. I don't know when they're calling it this year. They just make shit up. They probably just call it off. You're all locked in. You can't go out. Wow, it's beautiful, isn't it, this country? So, biggest country in the world. Oogles of people. And until 1990, I guess we knew very little of Russia or its people. This is why all this information's coming out and it's very fantastic. Look at these clothes they had. They're nothing like them traditional peasant clothes. They're stylish. They look a bit Peruvian going on, maybe a bit Finnish, Estonian. So they have really, really lovely stuff, the Tatarians. There they are, look. Yeah, they're going to go off to the field now, do a bit of yodeling. Yodeling, sort of thing going on. Maybe. I don't know. They look like a yodeler. She looks like a yodeler. I know it's not Switzerland. He looks a bit of a girl, though. He's got a dress on. But they do, don't they? People in Muslim worlds and stuff, the blokes wear dresses then. There's nothing going on with it. I would, personally, if I was born in the West. I'm just saying. So she's got a baby. Oh, she looks nice. So they got beautiful clothes on. And these are your Tartarians. She looks nice and brown, doesn't she? For a Russian. And they're happy hats. They have long scarvy bits on them for, I do not know. Beautiful textiles. Very, very Peruvian feel, I feel. Or South American and maybe Norse. Yeah, amazing textiles. You can see these textiles. I've got some of them. If you're wondering what the colours are like on these textiles, they're by here, and we'll get to them in a moment. So yeah, then people are completely different from the Russians you see in these early 1700s books of Antiquatech, but they are only engravings to be in their defence. But I'm going to link this up, and I'm going to go through all that one because there's too much of it, basically. Star forts, Cossacks, Tatarians there. And it's an endless book. But I'm going to link all these up below in the descriptions because I'm going to need to move on because of the time aspect. So yeah, this is sort of clothes your Tatarians were wearing. Sort of tartan, I guess, not really. It's beautiful. Look at this. It's like the ones we've seen earlier, but this is in colour. Religious iconography, strange double crosses or triple crosses. So I was thinking a lot. We'll talk a little bit later about tribal dance. So they mean tribal, like ball, like 3 ball, tribal dance. And I was looking into. I wanted to present a video with the twirling dervish, because they do this crazy thing where they just twirl their heads, yeah, and basically they get out demons and they go into a trance state. It's pretty funky. I really like it. I wouldn't advise it doing now because you might pass out. But there's other forms, and I'm thinking it's a tourist technology. Maybe head banging is actually a good thing, because I'm a bit of an head banger. Not in that way. Well, yeah, maybe. But I'm thinking that if you twirl your head like a twirling dervish, okay, and there is some evidence in other peoples of this plane as well, that you could exercise your demons, basically, yeah, to sort your shit out. Basically, shake them out your head. I think it's a thing. I'll show you later on. So anyway, yeah, Tartaria has fineness. Now, I'm going to come back for a second because I need to say hi to you all. I haven't seen you all in a while. Plus my computer, where I watch the chattage, is all conked out. Friends, they're countrymen. Okay, I'm back. Hi guys, good to see you all. How many of you watching? 830 of you. Please share this out. Good to see you all. Happy Flatterday. I'm just going to chill. I'm not going to go completely mad like I did on my last one. Okay, because I had 3 hours of verbal diarrhea, and when I watched it back, I couldn't even understand myself. I get carried away. So we got Flat Earth British subscriber in the house as well. We got your Truth Loops. Oh, hi, good to see you. Humble Disciples, nice to see you. Stafford Mudblood in the house. So yeah, Lee mangled my Brian yesterday with his strangeness, but don't worry, we just go with it, whatever. It meets somewhere in the middle and it'll work out, I'm sure. But yeah, wow, what a head fuck when you get your head around it all, guys. Free Hippie Soul, good to see you, Tanya. Sorry, I missed saying your name. I zone out. Bill. Jake, what's happening, Jake? Good to see you. Brian Evans, QSens, thank you for your share on the Catacombs of Paris. Weird thing, sync. I'm downloading images that I found on basically Internet Archive of the maps and the Catacombs of Paris, and then you send me a link like a couple of hours later. I'm like, no coincidence there. So, Lotus filmed Dean Squirrel, Samsara, indeed. Good album too. Will Wikoyo. The parasites have taken much of our past. Well, yeah, but what's happening now is not really happening before. So, yeah, dervish. Yeah, try a twirling dervish. They do this thing. They go like that. Right. Fucking hell. Don't do that. Right. But I reckon just shake the demons out your head. Yeah. If you've got any demons in your head or bad things happening. So yeah, head banging as well might be another form of getting, toroidal science, guys. Yeah. Helen Hector, good to see you. Earthling. I am human, good to see you. Glenn Sketch, Lindsay. Yeah, she's funny, Lindsay. Hippie Shake, good to see you. Trees and Love, and Dragon Sage, and Sven Dabs. Good to see you, Sven Dabs. Kind of dummy. So I bet a bit of textiles. They all love a bit of textiles. Ladies love a bit of textiles too, so we got a bit for everybody. We like stuff for everybody on Flat Earth British. Okay, can't have all war for boys, can we? It'd be boring for the chicks, wouldn't it? Sure. Oh, a lot of women like war and that, though. I know somebody who got war books and was female, which is pretty cool, actually. Autodidactic, good to see you, my friend. Dick Richards as well. Mish. Truth Alchemy, and no, who's just Soldier? Who's saying they spin? Lee, not gay. Yeah, because homage is actually banned on Flat Earth British. You can do homage, like pay homage, but not homage. It's just the same. It's just this. What? Margaret Walter got drum skins. Is that curable? Mary, Dave Knuckle, Brian Tucker, Steve Dickinson. Bodies in white dresses. That's concerning what we were just looking at. And, oh, there's so many of you. Tartan Tartarian, Mystery, and Alpha Billy. And so many of you. Now, if you're new to Flat Earth British, it's like a lot of you join. Okay, like, oh, I don't even know. Because I'm only looking at the one channel, but like 1,000 or more every month just join. With their brains all like fudged out, thinking, what the fucking hell have I just stumbled into? Yeah, exactly. I know. So, but you're in good company, because it's like, you know, probably 800 people in exactly the same condition right now, wondering whatever is going to happen next. Don't even know. I just go with it, guys. I don't even know what's happening. Okay, it's just lost in a tidal wave of Flat Earth Britishness, so I just go with it. Okay, because it's so fantastic. Weird. Anyway, so you find out on a website there, Flat Earth British, think flatearthbritish.info.com. If you do not know, that is our website for everything you find out about Flat Earth British stuffage. So, let me compose myself. Let me have a sip of coffee. Try and reactivate my Brian, because he's just gone like that. It's all right. It basically shuts down and it basically resets every now and again. It's brilliant. It is. Sort myself right out. So yeah, I had a dream last night. I had a word with an angel. Right, it was a dude, but he had like a brown coat on. Yeah, he said, "I'm an angel." So I was like, "All right, cool. Yeah, all right. I'm digging that. You don't have to be like a, you know, woman with wings. I get that. Yeah, it's not rich or anything. Just dude." So it's like, I just laid all my shit down on him. It was like, you better sort this out, or sort this out, or sort this out, or I ain't going to be able to do anything that you want me to do. Eh? So it's like, well, I haven't had an answer, but I'm waiting on like divine stuff to happen. Miracle, basically. But, you know, it's Flat Earth British realm, so that was probably on the cards. Anyway, so Flat Earth British Mel was sure. So I can't really get my internet on there. Let me just look on my phone a minute, just to see you all there. Ah, there you are there. Good. So 66 of you watching. I don't think that's quite right, is it? Okay, that's better. 818. Come on, share this out, guys. Get another super fantastic couple of 100 people in the chat. I know they're all over there on Facebook as well. Come over here as well. Okay, just bounce back and forth. Get more people in. Okay, share this out. There's loads of people out there, like, pulling their hair out, got no one to talk to, you know. I don't hardly talk to anyone either. If it weren't for me, you know, cranking up, a bloke on my own talking to a fucking computer, for fuck's sake, guys. So, you know, if I didn't crank up and talk to you guys, I'd probably go doodle alley. You know, the same. I'm the same as everyone else, guys. I'm just good at bringing people together and stuff like this, I guess. I don't know. There's been a changing game. Like, I've had so many changes personally in the last few years. You know, it's just roller coaster rides. You know, I've been healing from fucking absolute disaster and tragedy, and I've just been ongoing since that. I think I've done pretty well. I think I've done really well, actually. So that's pretty good in itself. So I'm going to share some screen. Thanks everybody in the Flat Earth British Think Tank. Thanks everybody out there who actually watches and doesn't comment or anything. I know there's loads of you out there. So just remember, right, you were never alone. You have never been alone. Okay? Guardian angels are you. And the Most High has got your back. So what are you worried about? You know, people need a little bit more faith in all of this bullshit, Siri. Okay? They really, really do. I don't sort of give up my faith or my hope in everything being okay, because the way this reality works, you have to set your intent positive and clear, and definitely beyond that point for it to come into fruition, which is what we do here on Flat Earth British. Yeah, we create, and we make the history. Isn't it good? It's no longer his story. Guess whose it is? Our story. Exciting, isn't it? Fucking mind blowing. Anyway, share screen. So more information now. The Owl and the Pussycat is a nursery rhyme from said childhood. I know another version of this one I made up years ago, a reggae version. Say, Raz, are you willing to sell for 1 shilling that chillin'? Said the Raz driver, was my version. But this is another version, and I'm thinking there's clues. Is The owl and the pussycat went to sea. So it's the Phoenician thing, and they're getting in a boat because they're going to go and find hidden land or other land. So I think the owl is possibly Tartaria, and I'm thinking the pussycat is actually the Phoenicians because of the lion. So let's just go with that. Maybe it's the other way around, but I'm thinking the owl may be Tartaria because they got it on their flag, and the pussycat is a Tartarian, a Phoenician lion. Try and make sense of this. The owl and the pussycat went to sea in a beautiful pea green boat. They took some money and plenty of money wrapped up in a £5 note. The owl looked up to the stars above and sang to a small guitar. Oh, lovely pussy, pussy, what a beautiful pussy. I need to grow up, I know. Oh, I just cricked my neck. Anyway, so what's going on? Are they having like some sort of affair between a bird and a cat? Because that's a bit weird in itself. So anyway, Percy said, sorry, I don't know what's wrong. Anyway, stop. Percy. Sorry, guys. I'm gone. Right, I'm all right again now. Pussy said to the owl, "You elegant fowl, how charmingly sweet you sing. Oh, let us be married. Too long to have tarried, but what shall we do for a ring?" They sailed away for a year and a day to the land where the bong trees grow, and there in the woods a piggy wig stood with a ring in the end of his nose. His nose, a ring in the end of his nose. Stop there. So they got married. So let's think there's some sort of relationship going down. Maybe with the Tartarians and Phoenicians. Maybe I'm completely off because it's just, how can an owl marry a pussycat? Think about the logistics of how that could work on honeymoon. Anyway, so they need a ring. Okay, because it's basically the ring of Satan, and it's in their paradigm to do marriage, which is just a financial deal, bullshittery. People love one another, they wouldn't get married. "Dear pig, are you willing to sell for 1 shilling your ring?" said the pig. "I will." So they took it away, and they were married next day by the turkey who lives on the hill. They dined on mice and slices of quince, which they ate with a runcible spoon. And the hand in hand by the edge of the sand, they danced to the light of the moon, they danced to the light of the moon. Well, that's a very trippy ending. I'm glad they all worked out for him. I don't know what a runcible fucking spoon is. I think there's clues in that. Maybe not, but I really enjoyed, doing the owl and the pussycat. This is an interesting link. Do you know what? When I had a laughing fit, I accidentally spat all over my phone. Oh, no. Go and have a cuppa then, Glenn. Okay, so this is off Google, and somebody said, "Check this out, Matt." Well, I'll pan out now in a minute and find out exactly where it is in America land. And what you got here, okay, it says is a nuclear bunker silo shit from the Cold War museum. I thought, all right, let's have a look. This does sound interesting. So, it's not in Area 51. But when I looked in close, I thought, well, nukes are not a thing, so they've decommissioned them all. All right, I get that. And all these strange tunnels, strange muddy bits. I thought, that's weird. All right, well, they got a runway, they're getting the shit in. I get that. And then I come down to these. So I thought at first these were concreted over, which they very well could be, concreted over Minuteman missile silos. Okay? Nuclear missile silos, where they opened up and took off in the movies. But they might not be. Whatever they are, they're concreted over. I thought, oh, well, they're really... And I got by here and I thought... And these things are fucking huge. Look at the size of this building here. These are huge. And I thought, all right. You've been around, Matt. Try thinking you're Brian what that looks like. And the only thing that jumped to mind is there's something really big and, happening underground there. Wouldn't you say? And some sort of, I don't know, maybe this is part of an ecosystem underground. But there could be a lot of people under these bunkers. This place is certainly active, considering there's no nuclear bombs. It's full of cars. They say there's a little museum or something on there. So yeah, some Cold War bunker, which has very, very strange. You wouldn't need this many nuclear missiles for start off, because you need one, don't you, or half a dozen. You're not gonna have this many. So all of these are concreted over, and all of these are still active. Are they nuclear bombs? Missiles sticking out the top? Could be, I guess. So that's interesting. I'm guessing there's more to look at. This is a very populated site, and where we're looking at, if we just pan out, is in the mountains, in the snow. Okay, excuse me. Let's find out where that is exactly. Wow, that was right up there in Greenland. No shit, you gotta be fucking joking me. No way. Holy fuck, this is in Greenland. That's bigger than any city they got there. They've only got that in Newt. It's like population 26,000 or something. It's just, that's their capital of it. What? Greenland? What are we looking at then? Do they really keep all their nuclear bombs in Greenland? Wow. I don't know what to make of that, guys. That's just fantastic. I flipped my head out a bit. I didn't realise it was in Greenland. I thought it was somewhere in America. So where to exactly on that Greenland Peninsula? It's on the interior side, which it would be. That far north, you've got to be fucking joking. Where's the snow? What? What? Oh, that's just too trippy. Anyway, it's on the interior of ice. Well, probably where Mars rover is scooting around now. Because I tell you where it ain't a red dot in the fucking sky. That's absurd. It's taking a piss out of people, their intelligence. Wow, that is really trippy. I didn't realise it was there. Thanks to whoever sent me that. That's fantastic. I don't know what we're looking at there, though. But that just goes to prove there's no snow all the way up there. Which is like far off as you can get, really. So this is a picture of antiquity, which I thought was really interesting. So what you got is some guys coming in holding fasces, and what you're looking in the background is everyone just dying, like just falling and dying, and civilization just burning. So it has to be when you point these things, and some sort of fasces ray, death ray. Look at them all; they're just dropping. And everything's burning there. But I think it's definitely, they haven't got bazookas, have they? Yeah, and they haven't got AK-47s. What are they sporting to do all this damage? Yes, that's right, fasces. So I definitely think it's a thing. Let me just get back to that one because I lost a page. No, this is a rare find. I haven't seen anything like this. It's the first time I've seen anything like this, guys. Is Portland, Oregon, and it's fire. I've covered it before, but what I was really confused about was the fact that Portland's still there and it's a beautiful Tartarian city. Yet, at this period of 1866, I believe that says, the city is gutted, completely destroyed. Massive Tartarian buildings. I'm going to have to reduce that a bit. I'll have to put it up a bit. Massive Tartarian buildings. Everything reduced to bricklets. Same sort of devastation we witness in San Francisco, Boston, Chicago, and all the other cities that got burnt to the ground. Richmond, Virginia. So yeah, really early photographs as well. Look at this, the level or the scale, excuse me, of destruction. The same tents put up like you get in San Francisco. So early FEMA campage, and these lots, these just empty lots where it's burnt out. It's very reminiscent to what you get with Paradise, with the with the forest fires. But all of the trees are scorched, so it's they've had a giant fire. Look at this. Look at the size of these boulevards. Imagine what was there before. There's nothing left. There's nothing there, and even the biggest of their buildings are just. Look at this. Who cleared the roads? And why is everything in small nuggets? It's you, Sir Campbell. It has to be. Look, I can't get my head around this, right, Campbell? It's guys, look, it's always the exterior, like we've seen on that building being built, and the incomplete interior just missing. Yeah, if this building was on fire, I get the roof would burn off, but wouldn't all this be blackened? And wouldn't there be a wall fall down or something? There's no burning on this building, guys. There's something happened. It's had a beam or something, or some fascist technologies. Look at the state of the road as well. That tree's burnt, but then we're all right. Fucking hell. It's trippy and scary to think that they can do this to the cities of this scale. In this period, you know, the 1860s. Look at this low basement here, the wall going down below street level, mud flooders, getting rid of the old world. Look at this, just mud, all the trees. How did the fire get down there, tree to tree? What exactly happened? This is Federal Pearl Street from Federal. Wow. Yeah, it didn't take them long in Portland, Oregon to set up a camp, did it? There's all the population. Very similar to San Francisco going on. Even looks like some of San Francisco shots, that does. With the water there, like so. But wow. So if you look at Portland today, guys, as well, it's just fucking tastic architecture. Great Fire of Portland. July 4th. That is a 6-6, I think. 66. God, look at the temps. FEMA camp. So it's to that scale. And look, guys, mud flood, yes? Giant architecture. Look at the railings. This place is old. Natural history building and Congress. So that would have been a museum. Still mud flood, though, and there, and all of it is just mud. Yeah, you know, the photographs you see today, the city's looking absolutely beautiful. And in these, it looks like Hiroshima, sugar refinery. Sugar could be explosive. Looking down Free Street. And they sort through the cobble. So they got people in to sort through all the cobble. But look at it. It's just as far as I can see, just gone. So yeah, I haven't actually seen these before. Any of these destructions of Portland images. Quite telling, aren't they? The scale is mind-blowing. See that, you know, construction and size of stone, completely gone. Look at it. Wow, look how burnt that is there. Phew, that's quite trippy, that one. It's like, it's black by there. It stops in the line. And then it's just like something, immense heat has just hit right by there. Wow. See what I mean? Because that's not outside the house where it's burnt. So these are stereoscopic images. If you had stereoscopic goggles, you could see this in a three-dimensional sense, which is absolutely fantastic. So nothing left. The buildings that were there before are completely vanished. You can see their square lots where they were, and I know they got tents on them. That's trippy. That's really fucking trippy. Where are the interiors gone? There's some there, exactly like paradise. Gone, gone, gone. Nothing there. What they do? Just shovel it up. That's really weird. And no people. How many people we've seen in these photographs? Must have seen half a dozen so far, guys. Cleared. Reset. Population. Gone. Where's people? Where is people? There's tents. How many people in them tents? A couple of hundred. How many in this city? Oh, I don't know. 100,000? Maybe. Maybe more at this period. Giant city. The size of these monuments. And reduced to rubble inside the exterior. I wonder what all them wires are doing. 1866. It's really early. Don't know. A lot of wireage. Interior of what was that? Interior of City Hall. Oh, why would they have so many wires? So I think they're repeating a few there. So we're going to move on. Okay. What we got here? Right. I couldn't find any videos of. Basically, I'm going to come back because I'm going to need volume on this. I think definitely need volume on this one. So, twirling dervishes. Now I know it sounds weird to that, but this, you know, I remember like singers. Like I remember the band James. Do you remember the band James? Well, this guy, the lead singer of James, used to do this twirling thing on stage. They're fantastic band, James. You know, guys. And he said that he used to go into some sort of altered state, okay, from twirling. because this is attached to the torus field. So I think when twirling dervishes and they go round and round and round on the torus, ring dancing, the traditional ring dancing, all peoples of the world do. Okay, it connects us together and they all go around in a torus. So I think something with tribal as well. Think of the word. So it's tri, three, bal, tribal, maybe, I don't know. So let's have a look at some traditional African dancing, and this is a crazy head banging exercise. We won't watch it all because it's just a bit weird. It might get your head weird. But it's like if you're just banging them, getting them bad energies out of your head, yeah? Just get out of there. Like that is what it looks like. It's quite funny. So we'll have a look at that. Yeah, I know. Nothing weird, Matt. I know. Don't worry. Just go with it. Doesn't matter, does it? Right. So here we go. So it's crazy African head shake tribal. There's definitely a ball going on there, isn't there? Dance. Okay. Don't do this at home. You having a go? Yeah, it's really good. Try it. Problem is, he butted his girlfriend in the nose and broke it. All right, it does look dangerous. They did say that people who are in heavy metal concerts used to have brain hemorrhages and stuff from shaking their heads. Let's have a look how this goes down. That was quite interesting. My neck hurts. Okay. See this guy? He's got it down. This guy knows how to do this crazy head thing. Okay, this tribal dance. The others lost their heads, hats, but watch this guy. He's brilliant. Oh, the big guy's getting right into it. Jamming. Head banging, booty grinding. It's uncalled for. She doesn't look happy. I don't know, it does look dangerous, but I can see it having an entertainment, aspect in the afternoon. Where are you going? Going down to the headbang pit. Hope you're banging your heads at home. Are you? Yeah, well, please do. Because heads. Oh, he's getting right into it. He's good at this. It's going down with me. Fuck it. Oh, guys, he's like the Eddie Van Halen of African headbanging. Tell me, this is the most fantastic thing I've seen all day. You should be dancing, yeah. The man with Tom Monty says. No, I can actually see that. I'm not going to watch 10 minutes of that. Although this guy's killing it. I was impressed with the guy in the vest. Yeah, he's really got it. Got it down. I think there's a little competition going on between these two. Maybe for the honey. He's like, no, man, I can just wicked headbang loads better than you. Although this guy's pretty good. Wouldn't your brain bang back and forth on the side of your skull and make you really dizzy, especially if you've had a spliff? Just saying. Try it. Natalie, it doesn't matter. It's a very big continent where they do headbanging tribal dance, not very tribal clothes. I mean, he's got a Norwich City shirt on for the start. Anyway, I can imagine that getting dangerous. I imagine loads of people die doing crazy. I think that's not right, a crazy African, because I think that was really good. African head shake tribal dance, because I couldn't get any twirling dervishes to show you. Anyway, that was pretty good. I love that. So we got so much to choose from on our Flatterday show. I want to show you some filmage, okay? This is pretty epic. I got this off my Facebook. Look how fantastic the world was in the war, right? This is in London in 1944, before McDonald's and Starbucks and rubbish and graffiti and then white bubblegum things you get all over the floor, which are not bubblegum, by the way. I think there's some sort of weird virus thing. I don't even know. What are them white things on the floor? Are they bubblegum? I can't imagine there are that many bubblegums being eaten all over this plane. Anyway, I'm just saying, yo. London, 1944. Check out how lovely the people are, how clean they are turned out, and the better world of 1944 London, because it's shit now. We're in hell, by the way. Okay. London, 1944. He's a postman. An American soldier off to have his arms blown off. London ladies. There's a big bird at the crossing with her sister. Aye, she's a big one, isn't she? So yeah, King 6 cigars. We're best. Nice colour in this as well, isn't it? Lovely colour. Oh, just come and have a look. Oh, a tobacconist. I bet it smells like heaven in that tobacconist's hill. So it was a nicer world back then, wasn't it? Not so 100 years before then, apparently, because everyone was dead. They killed trillions, reset it. Apparently this is the case. I know it sounds shocking. Why did you find out about this in the history books? Because they weren't going to tell you. Obviously, for obvious reasons. So what is reality? Yeah. We're in a farm. Wow. Oh, that's a little bit down the road. This was nice. Look at this. Well, people are really well turned out. Everything's nice. Spotlessly clean, aren't they? Oh, there's a load of Americans come to London to visit the Queen. Are you from England? Yes. Do you know Queen Elizabeth? Yeah, of course, mate. I see her all the time. Yeah. Do you know John Lennon? No, he's not born yet. Oh, right. Imagine. Craven A, they were nasty cigarettes. Ooh, train station, platform 13. That's unlucky. Look at 14. Wow, look how crystal clear this is. 1944. It's fucking badass. Gorgeous sugar tree. Oh, right, they look a bit nice. She got like a 1920s hat on. She needs to keep up. This is 1944, love. You need to keep up. You look like you're from 1924. No offence. I love steam trains. And I love old trains. I like trains generally, but I'm just meaning they were fucking brilliant years ago. You could have a spliff in a Stella. Hang out the window and get your head bit off by a train going past on the other side. Oh, she's running. There's another one running. Ooh. 1944, eh? Cool. If only I could time travel. Brilliant. I want to time travel. I want to be like Gary Sparrow. Go back 1944, go to the pub, sing Frank Zappa songs and pretend that they were mine. Yeah. Well, probably not Frank Zappa 1944. Probably wouldn't have done well. Like Elton John and that shit, isn't it? It would be really good. Oasis, not a crap. Oh, fuck. Has to be the Beatles. So that's nice, isn't it? Didn't they have a better world back then, guys? Didn't they, though? Didn't they? It's shit now, isn't it? Yeah, I know. So, also, I don't want to get a copyright because I'm on my last channel, but I'll show you a little bit out of interest and I'll just squiz through. Mitchell and Keenan, found in a basement years and years ago. In a mud flood basement. The fuck is going on with that? Excuse me. Okay. So, Richard and Canaan films. Now, I've watched this bit of this film maybe 20 times over. Now, I know it's added colour, but every single shot, everyone's put in place, and everyone must have been paid because they're like action go for the entire population. This is in northern England. Everyone is poor. Everyone is living in shit and squalor. If I could just hurry that up, it'd be bloody great. Then I probably wouldn't get a copyright. So let's just have a little look. You see what I mean? He was prompted. Action go. Action go. You notice a lot of the young girls was looking after the babies as well. So where was the mothers? Are they in the mill? Dead. The state of them walking down the street. See these two? Yeah? They're good mates. There's a mucky fight now in a minute, and it's really funny. They're close mates. Check them out, right? I love human tales. Watch. Bug up, bug up. Sweet. Nothing's different. It's the same as now. Creating his history. Indeed, indeed. So, yeah, that's all they has. Look. Action, go. Everyone's prompted. How can they get an entire population of a factory or wherever to be prompted for the movies in this period? It's just crazy. Check them out. Seems so innocent. This guy here, this boy here, he freaks me out. He comes around again, second time, and he looks like a 90-year-old man. He must be 14. How old are these kids working in the fucking mill? Do you see this kid here? He's like, oh, he's just little and he's got like a face like a 90-year-old man. It's an heartbreaker. But not this kid, his friends. God, they must have had such a hard life. Right. Oh, look at it with the one eye squint thing going on. So they all wore shawls, the women, covered their heads. Oh, him, this one, yeah. He's cocky. I like him. But then his mate is like, oh, your heart breaks when you see him. He looks like a 90-year-old man. It's awful. This boy, he's not so bad. He looks mesmerised by it. And then his friends turn up and they're like, old men already. And that girl, she was a charged an old woman. Him. He's ill. He's got a snotty nose. Oh, he breaks my heart, this kid. He's a child. And he's ill. He's got a snotty nose. He's in rags. Oh, look at him. Oh, come on, guys. That's heartbreaking, isn't it? And all his mates, so. Oh, let's hope he survives and makes it. Probably get his head blown off in the First World War. This city's PALS unit. Oh, what else is happening? So, use Constable. Fucking. Everyone's turning their back. They don't like him. See him? I never done nothing. I bet coppers were bastards. I think men in film V from Vendetta back in the 1800s. They're overpowered, didn't they? Fucking awful. Oh, what a beautiful bit of film. Mitchell and Keenan. Look at him. The old guy there. Oh, that's interesting. This is good. They're all going in here. I don't know what the building is, but there's one boy, right? And he's totally 20th, first century, right? He looks see him, yeah? Yeah? He's proper British. What's this now? In you go. I missed it. Missed it. Hang on. We go back. Because he tossed the Vicks. He tosses the Vicks. I wonder where they're all going. It's just... Fuck. Yeah, the twat, he says. Twat. No. I like him. He's proper British, he is. So many males as well. Imagine this many the people this age hanging around in the streets today. It's just not, is it? Where are they all? Indoors playing PlayStation is why. Is where. All the bricks, they're all bricked up, the windows in there. So there's a bowler hat. He might be the foreman. Somebody just punched. No, fight on. Yeah, man. It's a real one as well. Yeah. After word punch up, guys. Oh, he got him. Well, it happens. You're going to have a scrap after school. You're going to have a scrap after work. After everyone will turn up. Wow, they was brilliant. Ah, so happy. That were fantastic. Anyway, we're moving on. We're going to talk a little bit now. I'm going to come back for a second in a minute, but we're going to talk a little bit about bone battery banks, or human bone batteries. We're going to talk about what is under Jerusalem, what is under the massive one under Jerusalem, and what is under Paris, which is millions and millions and millions of very well arranged bones squashed together in a special way, so they're all compressed, so they release piezoelectric forces into wires, so they harness electricity on a big scale. It's like the film The Matrix, and they were doing that in the past, which is what they were doing. They were recycling the dead, and this would have been nearer the surface because it's in tunnels deep at some stage. So, okay. If you're not aware, because a lot of people aren't actually, because people keep telling me like my own content back at me, but we've been around for quite some time, guys. This is the Celtic Tartarian channel, where we were before the Martin Liedtke channel, and there's 5 years and over 1,000 videos on here, guys. Just to let you know, we've been talking about this stuff for years, a few years now. Myself and the Flat Earth British, probably near 3 years. This is where we were at a year ago before my channel went down. Fantastic views. Everything was swimming along nicely. Took my channel out, started over again. All the views just vanished. See where I was with a lot less subscriber count. Every single video was just... So, yeah, again, fucked royally by YouTube. They don't like me, but I would expect that as well. Because basically, I'm fucking hazardous to their health. And will be even more so. So, I'm going to move on. So, they put them in the skull and crossbows thing going on in the Catacombs of Paris. They say 18 million, but it's difficult to know because if you've watched the film Catacombs, you can go get missing under there forever and never be seen again. But look, the skull and crossbones. 322, the Masons, basically their fingerprints. But this guy went down there and photographed stuff. Okay, his name is Nadar's Descent to the Paris Catacombs, which I thought was really interesting considering they were so early, and maybe they were self-illuminating their own electricity. But today, Paris Catacombs are illuminated by electricity and friendly guides. But in the past, I think they were lit up as well, because this looks like it's lit up by something to me. See, had a flash down there. So I'm not going to read all that because Brian's gone, but check this out, guys. So early on, people were going down there, 1865. So it's a mystery to the residents of Paris, even though it's only been put down there, apparently they say in the 1700s, in the official narrative. Endless, immaculately built tunnels and Paris. I'll show you where I'll show you the map now in a minute, anyway, of where all this is into Paris. 1868. This is the Arc de Triomphe from the Grand Boulevards, Paris, from a balloon, and it's 1868. An aerial photograph. It looks like it's done in sections because there's some strange technologies going on there. But there's the Arc de Triomphe and the Chandeliers there, and a lot of empty plots as well in between these big, massive buildings. I've seen this sort of thing in New York. Also pioneer of approaches to artificial light with a wire series of Bunsen batteries. He was also able to generate enough electric light to take a photograph in a darkness. Well, that just answered my question about how he was taking the photographs in the dark, not flash. A Bunsen battery. I think they had their own electric down there. It could have been fucking buzzing rounds in the air down there. Still could be. So, really interesting. I'll show you some photographs of this high strangeness. I've got countless collections of all of these. But I tell you what triggered, I was looking into Jerusalem's one, to be honest with you, the catacombs there, because I didn't realise their vastness in scale. And when I was looking into them, and then Q Essence, who's in chat now, thank you, Q Essence, sent this link today. So thank you, everybody who sends juice. Make sure, just if you think anything's going to be interesting in Flat Earth British Think Tank, send it over, martinliedtke7gmail.com, and we will present it on you and talk about it. So, yeah, don't tell me that's not infinitely trippy. And who are all of them? The Reset Dead, in plain sight. Not that long ago that he's still picking up the pieces in this photograph in 1861. Huh? A little railway cat type thing. Because they're laying all over the place, as he's showing you. The bones are still on the floor. And they made strange sort of statues and stuff, crosses, religious stuff. Look at him. Is that a torch? He's holding onto the wall because it's completely dark, look. Mannequin and the bones of the old cemetery. 1859. Wow, that is an incredibly early photograph. Wow. So, the only Catacombs photograph with a living person is self-portrait in which Nadar sits against a wall of bones, photographic chemicals from the colloidal emulsion process at his feet, providing a glimpse of his own long labour behind the lens. In another image, a magnesium lamp was visible. That's interesting. That is very bright, whatever that one is. That must be the magnesium light. Is that interesting? And we're looking at bone battery banks, or human bone battery banks, and the narrative in this is how they illuminated it. Isn't that interesting? Like that narrative for how they illuminated inside the pyramids. Because it's hanging around in the air, probably. All them forces. So thanks for that, QSense. Lovely little link there. Thanks so much. Right. I'm going to come back in a minute. We've got images of the day to come anyway for now, which I have a lot of. I got a lot of collections going on, which I could have shown you. It was Bryology the last time. Okay, we got Pleasant. And today, Spring Day, Flatterday is today. So I showed you that image, but I'd like to download it of the fascists destroying everything and making everyone die. That is the thumbnail for this video. I thought it was weird how he was just looking down with that wry smile, like knowing smile is what I thought. But I thought it made a cool thumbnail, and it worked. It did. Triple-decker buses in Russia and Germany and Poland. I'm wondering how. How did they get underneath the bridges? Did they have to redesign? How did this happen? Was the world of Tartaria, did it have 3-story buses? Don't even know. Hi, Headleyman. Thank you. I'll come back and see you all now. Now, this was sold this week. It was a Van Gogh painting for a squillion dollars. What's I can't remember who sent this to me. Could be questions. I'm not even sure. It's a wicker fence and it's a windmill. But what about all of these wires coming off here and off here? Is it Antiquatech? Well, anyway, they sold it. They took it off. This guy drops it and puts his finger through it like a knob because he got a mask on and he can't fucking breathe properly. And he's a bit fat. You're late. Prove it. Time before it was invented. It's invented. It's not real. How's she going to be knowing you're late home? It hasn't gone dark yet. You won't go watches. No, I'm not in your weird cult. So that is definitely a weird cult. They're all cult members, guys. Masks, jabs. Please give it to me. So this was sent to me. Fantastic image. Of a lady out in a mud-flooded field with a ginormous building behind it with some sort of zeppelin or dirigible floating around. So it was torn out of a book, American $250. Quite a cool photograph. It is Cluage. There's something going on there. That building in the middle of nowhere. Oh, sorry, this year is a bunker for the catacombs that go underneath of Jerusalem. I've got better pictures here. So they're vast. Is it not conceivable that these were acts or bunkers for reset? Because they're all shown in all of the reset depictions that these bunkers are used for people. Even cryostasis, who even knows? But I'm not digging it was the dead. Vast cities. This is under the entire of Jerusalem, this big. Look at it. And what does it look like? A circuit board. Why? Battery bone banks. So, yeah, ginormous under Jerusalem. Who knew? And this bit here designates the catacombs under Paris. Okay, now it's a lot of the centre out here, the separate bits, but they say not all of it is known. These green bits no one goes to. So these are the subterranean bits. Massive, millions and millions of people under the city of Paris. Absolutely crazy. Wow. So we move on. Not sure. That looks like that thing in Hiroshima, but it's not. But what I found intriguing is all these dead bodies. I think it's First World War, this actually, anyway. Is this lamppost in the middle of a cemetery, and that and that. I'm guessing these are like recently dead and they're just putting them anywhere then in the middle of a park or something. Why would they do that? Curious shot. Oh, it's Russia. There you are. So they're temporary graves, or they've just been put there and everything else is missing. It's not World War II because this is here and this is Cold War. Oh, I'd love to know. Damn. America. No, this is actually Rome, and it's a beautiful HD image, but look at this. Very, very nice HD image. Got wires going on. Check that out. That's a bit of Romeage. Nice little tops on them columns. It's not that many clues, but there's no transport around, and it's a nice HD image of 1800 Rome. Now, I got a book I was going to share in Rome, but I thought, well, it's going to take about 2 hours, but it shows mud-flooded Rome. And this guy shows all the buildings which are mud-flooded, which we see in other books, okay? But this comes up in Rome. It's like, was it really there? Honestly, I should bring up the rest of this book and show it to you maybe next time, though. You know, you go through all the streets of Rome and the buildings you'd expect to see, the Colosseum and everything's there mud-flooded. And then you get to this part of the city and then you just got this giant as a hill. I'm wondering whether, like, because honestly, this is the only photograph, or the only picture, excuse me, where it's like you'd expect to see it. And I'm thinking, well, that was actually there then. Makes sense to me. 1867, Bahnhof. And I found this curious little thing in a German photograph. Or this, or it's Lugar. It's a railway station, is it? Anyway, 1867, Stuttgart. This is Stuttgart. So you've got this obelisk, blackened. Another obelisk next to it, maybe a bit smaller. And then you've got this post with this. Is that a light? Doesn't look like a light. It looks weird. What is it? Don't know, guys. Some strange technology caught in a photograph. There's even this thing up here. A light? Nah, don't think so. They're all gaslit, aren't they? So this is a lovely little mud flooder from Russia. Look at this, though. That's brilliant, that one. But literally, the mud's just there at top of the windows there. Still there. It's just wood over the top of it. They haven't even made the effort to dig these out yet. Brilliant. Look at it. Russia. Just there. All of the world's the same, guys. Everywhere in the world's the same. It's just the most mind-blowing thing, no matter where you are. So 1885, nice and early again. Again, this is Stuttgart again. Ooh. We have a pingo walking around. Like that. And we have a strange well. Is it a well? It's an Antiqua well. Antiqua well. Antiqua well. Will that work? An Antiqua well. It's an Antiqua well. Aquatech. Antiqua well. This is White City in London. There were a load of white cities like Luna Park sprouted up all over the world. This one was in North London. There's white cities like there today, but there's none of this left. And it was a giant civilization, guys. There's just no longer there. Bits of it just remain. But yeah, so White City London was another expositions type of thing. They had them all over. And I think it's evidence that this is how the world looked back then, and they're just getting rid of it. So White City London, another exposition style thing. I'll look into that a lot more. So Electric Palace Cinemas, Highgate Hill, 1922. These were all over Electric Cinemas. And look at the arch, the entrance to this thing. And they're like little churches as well. The Electric Cinema. This one here, Electric Picture Palace in London. And look at that one in Catford. What's next? Roller skating. That's what you were doing in a previous life, Mel. You had a roller skating ring next to Picture Palace. Electric Palace in GB. Nice architecture. What's that? Yeah, so we had a lot of these. This was Harwich in, I guess, Norfolk. Probably Kent. Electric Palace. And there are all these beautiful little Tartarian buildings with all Venetian things going on with all of the flowers. Older, strange circles. I bet there was something there. Little mud flood windows there too. So electric palaces, they're interesting, aren't they? These critters, they're all over, and they're like as high as 5G towers. They are monstrously high, so I can't imagine wires going from there to there. So I think this is wireless free energy of Tartaria. Look how beautiful this. What trees? Hang on. Stop. Is that a palm tree? Is that a palm tree? Looks a bit palm tree-ish. For a lot of this tree looks trees. Look, that's a palm tree. This is Russia. Maybe it's down by Odessa. Otherwise, we got a problem. Okay. So this is can't even remember. I have to go back to what I was looking at. I actually can't remember, but it's going up this thing, and I think this thing is a pyramid, this hill. It's got some sort of wire there, something on top, and a lift that goes straight up. I think it's in Chile. This one, in 1905, and these same strange aerials, which are not the telegraph, not the telephone yet. That's a nice picture. And that is in Santiago. So yeah, that last picture of that hill was in Chile, by the way, just remembered. I got a book I was going to share with you with South American photos, but I'll do that next time. So yeah, they're high again there, same picture. And look at this, guys. This is a mad one. Everything just seems to be missing in this. And they've all got Antiquatech going up to this strange melted, non-melted looking hill with all stuff and buildings in it. Can you see there? And a castle thing there. Oh, it's really unusual, that one. What about this one then? What do you reckon they are? I don't know. Check it out though, guys. Are they flagpoles with the stars on top? Maypoles? I don't know. They seem pretty flipping big. There's no poles, flags on them per se. So here's this city again. Nice low lighting, but big doors. Low lighting, big doors. Very strange. Windows this high. Why would that be? Oh, look at this up here. Oh, this place is mad good. But they got nothing going on. Brand new trees, no population, big architecture, nothing going on. What are these? What are they? Well, they're not flagpoles, they're hanging all over the street. I know it's the young trees you find in these reset cities. There's no life whatsoever. Look at this star fort, right? This fort thing up on the hill. Lovely platform. Why isn't anyone standing on it? It's a beautiful day. Where's everybody? What about this? Huh? What do you reckon that does? They're not flagpoles. There's no ropes on them. They're no halyard. It's not a flagpole. But it's obviously radio communications, Matt. What, at this period? No, it's not been invented, apparently. But there they are up there. Aerials, guys. Aerials. Something else cross-obscured there. Strange. What are they? Spikes, steel spikes, maybe holding the cliff in face. This is a really unusual couple of photographs, I must admit. South America, Chile, basically. And it's not Chile in Chile. It's Karma in Atacama. No, I hear. Oh, they could be flagpoles. All right. But mud. Whoa, what are we looking at? Table football. Could be Space Invaders. What about that? And what about that? That's a game, isn't it? Chuck a ball in the in the Pharaoh's head. It looks like a bit of China. Shitload of Antiquatech in an Antiquitent. Whoa, look at all this. It's overkill. Wow. That's an interesting little shot, don't you find, guys? What about that one? A nice little waterfall on the side of a mountain. I say waterfall. What I mean by that is actually a fountain. I keep saying waterfall. I don't know why I do that. Stop doing that. But that's beautiful, isn't it? So, yeah, Chile. I can't remember what city. I know it's not Santiago, but it's one of the major cities there. Can't remember. It begins with S. And they've got a Phoenician statue hanging round in Juan de Dios Gonzalez. I know somebody just scraped his name in there. 1870, or is that an I? That's interesting. A bit of vandalism behind the statue, Phoenician statue. And look at the beautiful tree next to it. The beautiful dead that bit of rat tree. Oh, they got a shrine. They're doing religion. A grotto. Somebody told me a grotto is another term for grotesque. So that would be why, but the Hefner has a grotto and all that, because they're all like grotesque people, aren't they? If you call them people. So there we are. Los Attahoods. Strange rocky formation with a Phoenician's head there. I wonder why. Stairs going up. Oh, you can go in there. Wow, that's freaky. Big place, all right. So, yeah, this is the world going backwards constantly. So, in 1897 to 1967, fabulous year I was born, this water tower looked like that. 1967 to 2010, it turns into some sort of communications tower. And now, in 2010, or 2010. It says 2020 onwards, but that's what it looks like now. It's some sort of like control tower. Look what it looked like. Antiquitech thing. So yeah, they're going backwards. Now, be raw, be open, be fucking real. Because the last thing we need in this world is any more fake ass shit. It's true, guys. It's all fake ass. Everything is lies. So we got to be real, because the whole human race, I hate that word, the whole human species is relying on us. The alchemist is the one who transforms their pain into wisdom. And I'd say that was wise words. Okay, transforms one's pain into wisdom. I think I did that. Okay, your obedience is prolonging this nightmare, yow. Which is happening, guys. Them being bitches, wearing the masks, doing whatever the fucking sign on a bus tells them, or whatever the television tells them, by the way. Apparently, it's going to go on forever because people are that stupid. I'm hoping that they're all going to wake up very quickly and it's all be over and go back to... It'll never go back. Ever. So, Elon Musk is going to look excellent with an exit wound in the back of his fucking head. Get on my nerves now. All of this space... It's just really getting on my nerves. I'm still really insulted this week with this Mars stuff going down, guys. Yeah, I can't believe anybody's buying it. Just my fucking buying it. So, yeah, this is when we're all to forget about this. Now, if this was a real scenario and this car, the Tesla, was floating around in space, they would have smacked Marlboro. This is the biggest advertising fucking marketing ploy in history. And they did nothing. Tires never exploded. The window condensed up. The car never went anywhere. Because there it is, guys, in the studio where they green screened its ass and stuck the globe behind and everyone. And they just forget about it. Nobody even says, oh, what happened to that car they put up in space? Is it still floating around? Yeah, it's orbiting forever. Looks fantastic. Stig's still sat inside. Paint haven't flicked off on nothing. It's so real. It looks fake. Who said that? Dragon Sage. Every man and woman is seeking to realize who they really are and their life's purpose. However, only those who strip themselves of all labels, titles, attachments, pride, fears, and beliefs shall discover the truth within them. I think that's nailed it there. Once you release those layers, peel back those layers, those labels, those titles, see beyond all of that bullshit, because it is. Fear, yeah. Oh, I'm fucking scared. What are you scared of? Well, I don't know. I'm scared of dying. You don't even know what it is. You don't even know if you're alive. You could be fucking dead. You know what this wrong is. It could be super fantastic. Stop being such a pussy. Fucking grow up here. Beliefs. Google the meaning of the word belief. Okay, so it's sacrificing your entire existence onto something that you will never ever perceive or see or even experience in this realm. To me, that is hijacking your consciousness somewhere that goes nowhere. Now, the whole of humanity's been dragged on a blind alley. Oh, have you seen this? It's actually a moving video. This is a donkey, and he's being cutched. Cutch is Welsh for hugged, and he smiles and he snuggles in, and they're wicked. They're wicked. So we go in. Oh, they're lovely, aren't they? So did you see that? Yeah, well, who do you think's been taking the photographs on Mars then, guys? I mean Arizona, I mean Greenland. Who's been taking the photographs? The guy there with the shadow has been taking the photographs. Stupid rover. And the stupid thing from Space 1999 that drops it down and takes back off again. Yeah, with the microcosm of apparent gravity that Earth got, and it still take off and push against absolutely zip. Is insulting all of humanity's intelligence to think that this thing is trundling around in some shit-ass crater, okay, to go and look at. So we fuck off. Now in a minute they'll say, oh, we just discovered some ancient alien architecture. That's what they're going to do. If critical thinkers made pubs the unvaccinated arms, I'll have a pint of Guinness in the unvaccinated arms. They'd probably be the best pubs in the world. So they are holiday companies are advertising no bullshit holidays for 2022. So it's no jabs and they're not going to ask and all that. I don't know if they're going to get away with it or how. But Jippy Jedi, your poor virgin years. Don't hang around with me there. In the end, we will remember not the words of our enemies, but the silence of our friends. Indeed, indeed, indeed. That's what happened in World War II. There was no one left to complain. We were all controlled or dead. So this is one of those lodestone handbags from ancient antiquity. The Mesopotamians had them, Syrians had them, the Incas had them, the Aztecs had them. Just everyone had them. I think they're significant because I reckon they got magnetic properties, and I reckon there's some sort of healing device, if I was to hazard a guess. So these handbags that they got. Check out. And she's not a Rosicrucianist. She might be a Rosicrucianist. They grow their hair long. Look how beautiful her hair is. Look how long it is. How do you do that in a muddy environment? And she does not want to walk through dog shit with that on as well, either. But a beautiful photograph. Lovely long hair. We do long hair. Because that's where your strength is kept, in your long hair. I'm going to share these now. I'm going to come back in a minute, actually, and I'll have a vote on whether or not I should do some more. Basically, I got quite a bit more, actually. I got loads I could share. But I want to catch up with you guys. Am I there? I'm there. Hi, guys. So, how many of you are watching? 875 of you watching all Flat Earth British on a Flatterday, which is absolutely fantastic. Thanks for popping by. I've been going for coming up to 3 hours now. So, my chat feed has disappeared. Let me just put a banner up. If you don't know, you'll find out all about this cool information. Okay, and if you've got any juice to share, martinliedtke7gmail.com. Okay, on information, and I try to get back to everyone. It may take a little bit of time, but I get there eventually. Like a week later, but I do go through all. So my chat is disappeared on there. Excuse me. Refresh this and bring up my phone. So thank you. Oh God, what a crowd again tonight. It's weird though, isn't it? It's like twice in a week we can have like a big hangout, this many people, and put like oogles and oogles and oogles of brand new, tasty, juicy information out like twice a week. We could do this for like ever, to be honest with you. Well, I could. Fab, innit? I know. So I can't actually find me on YouTube. That's shit. Let me just get my broadband back on because I want to shout you all. Because it's gone off my thing here. It's weird. So please be aware of me. 2 seconds. Have a drink. Yeah, they're a great tradition, the Flat Earth British think tank, Flatterday. It's where we all let our heads down after a weird week, if you've had a weird week. If you're to do with Flat Earth British think tank, you're having a weird week. I know. That's better. It's in line. Okay. I can see you. Can you see me? It's weird, isn't it? So let me put my broadband back on because I've got a computer by here. I can actually find me on the internet for some weird reason. I'm getting increasingly hard to find. If you actually Google me, all you're going to get is the shill videos against me and none of my videos. It's like I've done nothing in this round. It's really weird, according to Google. Anyway, we should keep plowing ahead. Oh, I got you all. Jimmy Jedi. This is what Jedi is. Love you, brother. Yeah, I remember that training camp when we learned Jedi mind control tricks. We were brilliant, weren't we? These are not the drones you are looking for. I've practiced that, and it works. Yeah, maybe they just don't want to bother me, and probably not. Robert Hector, good to see you. Thanks, mate. I can't actually show any of you on my banners. It's actually all bloody. Oh, there you are. Sketch. Bob the traitor was busy. I don't know. Is that Bob the Builder? Is he a Freemason? Probably Bob the Builder. Yeah, it's a Freemason. So other really, your pockets are more the merrier. I don't know what that means. Blue sky, higher. So, what are we dying? Eggs symbolize them rolling in blood. Orgy sacrifice. Your mind is just. How did you even come to that conclusion? Weird. I don't know. Wayo Dino. I just go to like fun conclusions. Me, I'm going to the nicest conclusion possible because I can't really put my head in nasty places because I get affected by it. Like them weirdness about people on about killing themselves and stuff. It's like, what? Fucking come to me. I'm like, what? Cut me out that equation. Thanks. African carpet colours, says Verdict. So, but yeah, I do concern myself, right? Because I can imagine people left on their own going fucking mad. No family, all babos, going to get hit up with a fucking injection that could be death. Probably sterilisation. Sage, good to see you. Mrs. Tree, good to see you. QS, thanks for them links on the Catacombs. If you want to watch about battery banks, you can catch up on that on the Tartaria channel, which is linked below. You could subscribe. That 1,000 videos to go through. Keep you going for the next 10,000 years, probably. Up to about 2,000 videos now with everything else I got going on. Looks Native American says, my old mate Campbell, catch up with you later, probably in the morning. I'll try and get up early. We're trying to have a hangout for the guys. Oh, be brilliant, that will. Ravin Hawk, good to see you. Laughs. You remind me of Eddie Izzard sometimes. You're not the first person to say that. What, his sense of humour? Oh, he's clever though, Eddie. He's all right. Just that he dresses like a woman, but he's not gay, is he? He does it to just get attention and takes a piss out of it. So it's a bit weird, but double-sided coin. And he got to be a famous actor as well. But who wants to be a famous actor? They're bitches, isn't they? Couldn't hang around all day around them. People fighting around me, telling me what to do and stuff. Fuck off, I'll be out of there in a second. Helen Edgar, good to see you. Yeah, I'm not good with people telling me what to do. Jesus. I used to have, like, when I was younger, maybe 4 or 5 jobs a year because, like, I couldn't do toilet managers. I'm terrible. Terrible. Go ball takeover. Oh, very clever. Oh, nice one, Sven. Go ball takeover indeed. Lee Flat Earth British. Riding shotgun. Shrooms, Earthling here, shrooms. Don't just say shrooms, send shrooms, Jazz Soldier. Bodies, why do I have said that? Okay, let's move down here. Wow, my chat feed's miles behind. There's 833 of you. Must be all talking about something. Adolf was right. Once again, a great show, my brother. You know, no, it's weird, isn't it? Twice a week, manages. Teresa, good to see you, love. Eddie wants to know, as she knows, yikes, I don't know what that is. Anyway. Mystery Scholar. And 7QD. Yeah. So, yeah, my overextensive, massive library of useless information is my reference library. You know, I find, I go to the best library around is my library. It's better than the library in my area by far. So it's brilliant for my art, and I know it's all mainstream and stuff, but I love my books. Stacy from Massachusetts. I sounded really American now, didn't I? Canada, me from Canada land. Mary. And I want to have a vote. Sonia Testament. She tests a man. I'm back. You had to take a bit of food, did you? I bet your food tastes absolutely fantastic. Sonia Testament. I know somebody else who cooks fantastic food. Not that I ever get any of it. I just got to cook beans on fucking toast, skinheads on a raft because I'm a bloke and I'm not very good at that cake. But, I try. Just my talent's in other areas. Don't even worry. Anyway, Shrooms, great show. Agreed. Thank you all. I really do love you guys. You're all the best. Flat Earth British Think Tank. It gets so exciting coming up to a show. It's been like it for hours. Everyone's like buzzing their asses off for the information and everything that's going on. And it is that fantastic. And I do feel it myself. I'm buzzing, with God buzzes, if you want to call them that, but not God. Bliss buzzes. Energy just rushing through me. And that's you guys. That's your energy transferring to me. All big, happy, Flat Earth British Think Tank family. Snesley wipes. I love Snesley wipes. Your name rocks, Snesley. Brilliant, that is. I love what they called spoonerisms, isn't it? I used to do them years ago after the Reverend Spooner used to mess up his sermons, apparently. So I used to say, like, Willer's meat for Miller's wheat, Lingerless gloves for fingerless gloves, obviously. It's few rude ones as well, but I don't want to say that. But there's loads and loads of spoonerisms. Fuck me to tears. Oh, let's put that up. Fuck me to tears. Yay! You got a fun name, Fuck Me to Tears. I love Flat Earth British. It's so fucking cool. Liddy. Audrey Bear. I don't know, honest to God, I don't know how you lot put up with me. I'm totally badly behaved. I'm trying my best. Paul Turgoyne. I get a lot of complaints, so but we don't care about all that, do we? Yeah, right. We'll have points of view show. Martin Liedtke's Flat Earth British points of view from all of the letters complaining about my language and, my possible, like, I'll give you an example. People think maybe because I've said a joke about a gay that I might be homophobic or something. I don't give a flying fuck in all reality about anything or anybody's business because it's like, it's their business, isn't it? But, like, it's good for a giggle. That's all I'm saying, yo. So, D-Cat, good to see you again, sweetness. Mish, good to see you, love. Psycho Dave, you are loved. I know I am. Which makes me feel sad. I'm loved, so it makes me feel sad. Is that weird? Sad, no. Daniel Aria. Good job. Your first name wasn't Dyer. Diarrhea. Oh, no. All is Atom, who's up in Nottingham. What's happening, my brother? Watery. And BF Yan 69. Much love to you. And Kunzi Onesie. That sounds rude. It might not be. Yeah, it might be. And Verdict. Right. I want you to vote one now, guys, if you can. Whether or not you want me to present anymore or just shoot off and go home. I'm home already, so you're not going to be able to do that. So it's up to you. Vote one. For another 20 minutes or so, take us up to midnight, because that would mean I'd have 6 hours of Flat Earth Britishness out in 1 week, which I don't mind doing, obviously, but it's just they're not going to watch it back, are they? Oh, you don't know, they might do. You never know. They usually do. Okay. So peace and much love. Happy vibration. You feeling happier after the Flat Earth British vlog? Or, well, if you weren't happy, I'm guessing you really feeling weird and strange right now, wondering what the hell is going on. So another bit, is it? Okay, then, number one. Now, we got loads to show. I got loads of photos to show as well. And I'll share all of this stuff, which I'm showing in the descriptions box below this video. So, okay, we'll do another little bit. I got maybe 20 minutes or so. But I have got some good juice. I got loads of stuff, guys. Just wish I had more channels to put it out on. It's pissing me off. April, I gotta wait for my channels. So we can have some pretty music, and I'm going to mute my microphone a bit. Okay, I'm going to mute my microphone. I'm going to look at some music. No, not look at music. Can't look at music. Music, I'm going to look at some pictures. Okay. Yeah, I don't think the music come out then. Oh, it actually did. Oh, that's weird. Ooh. Always too much about all that. Anyway, guys, I'm just going to share a screen without music. Okay, I don't think that went. Yeah, nice to see you, Victor. Okay, then. Share some more. Just bear with me. You know what I'm like. Okay, now, in case you don't know, which you probably do, there's a new book coming out, and I was a bit presumptuous or, I guess, excited to announce it'd be out like before Easter, but I think it's going to be out a little bit beyond Easter, guys, if I'm honest, probably end of April or May Day, hopefully. But yeah, it's in the next few weeks or so anyway. Is the Holy Grail of the Great Reset Questions by Martin Liedtke, which is an exciting new book. Okay, it's second in the series of the Holy Grail of the Flat Earth series, and it's going to be a mind blow. So just keep looking, keep watching. That'll be around very, very soon. Okay, now weird as fuck photographs. Now what we got here is Pizzo, Assine, Sienne, Florence, Italy, Pisa. I'm not going to go through all of them, but these are bas reliefs from some cathedrals, and they give you the dates of these said sculptures. Okay, external sculptures, 1459, 1461, dead early, right? Check some of this sinister demonic stuff on some of these. So apostles playing music. All right, nothing much going on. We get that. Okay, check this out. Okay, some sort of the stuff you'd expect to see with Phoenicians, but check, it gets weird. So you get these panels with these really spooky little Cherubinowskis. Check these out. So little wings. Is that Bernard? Maybe. Spooky, weird little Cherubinowskis. 14, they say. 1459. And check these out. These reliefs are mad. So, Antonio, 1459. So check this out. So it's a guy on, is that a griffin? On a throne. And somebody who's been brought before him with his hands tied behind the back. I was thinking it's Jesus and Pontius Pilate, but there's no water going down. This guy, he's got either two faces or there's someone just behind him looking straight at you. Why does that happen on bas reliefs? Why is he looking straight at him? It's like it's alive. I find that really strange. So there's a minuscule little door. So I don't know. And in the cell, this guy's like literally being tormented by demons. There's a portal that opens. Yeah, like a portal. And demons are coming through. He's like literally strangling him, or is he letting him go? What's he doing? So isn't that spooky for the church? Really, you know, demons and portals, and yeah, they get strange, really strange. I was looking at these last night thinking, fucking hell, these are quite mind-blowing for, you know, church bas reliefs. And look at the detail. So this one will go from right to left. I thought this was haunting her. It. What's going on? Is this a photographic accident? Because they're all looking at her and she's like faded. Can you see that? So I thought it was a photographic accident, but it's not sort of obscured by you, right? So I was thinking, how is that photograph of stone? You know, maybe it is photographic. So they're all looking at her. And she looks all obscured. Look at the faces. Look at the fucking faces. Are these veils? Is this a veil? And this guy with a massive hand, yeah, this dude who's illuminated, he's sort of casting demons into a fiery pit. But he's not. There's a demon jumping out. Stippy. And he's burning books. He's burning books, paper, and a little coffin with two crescent moons on it. There's a Masonic symbol here. The set square. A child crying by the flames. Yeah, that is really weird, isn't it? Look at that. So it's burning books, a little coffin, and the demons jumping out. Open for interpretation, obviously. And more of these horrible little Charabanowski things. They look like them little nasty dolls off Barbarella that bites Jane Fonda's ankles. What? And sort of thing going on. So obviously it's papal. What's this on? I thought that was something on their happy hat then. The Warbia. Uh-oh. That can't be. Hang on a minute. So a sculpture exterior here, right? Augusto Antonio, blah, blah, blah. It's from 1459, 1461. Unfortunately, it's got the symbol of the Jesuits, the Society of Christ. Adam Weishaupt hasn't, Loyola hasn't made, they don't exist at this point. They don't exist at this point. What's going on? Maybe there was another society that had exactly the same symbols as the Jesuits, because they don't exist at this period. Maybe they do. Wow. That's a mind blow. See if there's any more like that. So yeah, they go into artworks. I can give you this link. There's literally hundreds of pictures in here. They're all very strange. Photographs of antiquity and artworks. Brilliant artworks, beautiful artworks. But of a religious theme rather than alchemical. So he's under the dome, look. So you go to the parish to perish, possibly. Check this out. Yeah, like I say, you got architecture as well, but it's just mad stuff, mad architecture. Check these. Whoa, look at that. The facade of the Herculean style, whatever that is, ogival. So stairs going up, window that high. Wow, this place is amazing. Look at that staircase. Whoa, time traveling. Little tiny bell. Wow, that's a cool little building. And oh, mud flood. Behind to below ground level. Buildings are below ground level. Mud flood. Ooh, what have we got here? It's an necropolis. Okay, 1863. Okay, okay. Dead bodies. What are the steel cables and strips? They're holding the concrete together. No, because they're not on this one. Ha 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 ha. Bone battery banks. Acropolis. What do you think, guys? Ka-ching. Yeah. Fucking hell. Whew. Wow, the things we find. But the churches are just insanely big, aren't they, for antiquity? So why do you need them? Let's have a look at this one. Well, it's not so much. Nice altarpiece. So you go into the altar to get altered, either aspire or to be inspired. Yes, I know. It's all there in plain sight. It's all there. Oh my God. See what I mean by antiquity? It's the best quality stuff. Let's have a look. Baptismal font. So, half drown a sprog in a font. What about this? He's going through herbage. And more herbages, ladies. What are you smoking? Let's have a look. She's playing the tambourine. No, she's not. What is she doing? She's doing stuff. Oh God, what's it called? Embroidery. Women's stuff. She looks bored here. So they look really all right and safely females. You know, in this day and age, you got to ask like, oh, what are you? Let's have a look at this. Oh, destruction. Casino Dove. Oh, I don't know. Fortifications. Not much showing there. Oh shit! Look at this for an altarpiece. You just go crazy. But they didn't have television back then, so I guess if you went to the church, you know, to get ripped off, you could go and stand and look at the wall. Glory in its epic weirdness. What? Why is there so much death on the wall? Oh, I don't know. Religion seems to be deathly. So that is fucked. Look, there's something definitely missing from there. In our alcove. Look at the technology report. Something missing from there. There's a wire coming out of there. There's lots missing on this building. Whatever was on the front has been taken off. The holes are still there. Shit. Something was fitting over the entire front of this building. Wasn't it? And it's all gone. I'm getting this plug thing going on, you know? This. Do you know what I mean? Wow. That is really weird. Anyway, moving on. What we got here? Ooh. Wow, look at this. There's the gates to go into the town. Nice, low, mud-flooded doors. Wow. God, best time traveling show on earth. We literally what the fuck? Look at this. Look at the vaulting. What for? So is the residence just there and they have to have these huge vaultings just to keep it horizontal on a hillside? Wow. Minds melt. The rest of the city looks, no offense to Italian architecture, but it has a lot to be desired. Ooh, big doors. So I can't seem to get my internet to come on to check on you all. You are all there, aren't you? 777. 777. Ooh. We had a good crowd in tonight. Look at this. Size on our wall. Champagne. So you get your champagne. Champagne, it's not really. Oh, something missing there. Wow, look at this wall. Oh, this place is fab. There's something missing off the top of that, I'd say. But yeah, it's crazy, this this vaulting thing. Wow, that's amazing. Such a amazing effort. Well, we'll look at a few more because I don't want to go through like all night because basically it's getting on. I've got loads to show you though. Oh, ooh, what we got there? Shop, an imprint. Ooh, hang on a minute. What are we looking at here? Francis Superior's convent. Ooh, convents are weird as well, aren't they? So check this out. Nothing going on. Obviously, there's no humans. You're not going to get any of them. The clock's there, but it looks weird. Why are the numbers all on the brickwork? Is that even working? It's painted it over all like messed up. So I feel, you know, it's got technology report. There's no reason for it to be over this portal. The door, portico. I'm thinking it's part of the device. It looks like a lot of the exterior is missing to me, guys, on these things, you know. It's crazy, that one. You know, you always get, you know, considering it's a church, you get like the tower, you get this smaller tower with a dome, and, you know, nothing to do with churchiness at all. You know, you don't need a nave. A nave? Navy in a church? What? You know, there's a lot of Phoenician terms with churches. That does look half buried to me, and they are massive anyway. So this is what the people are up to, laying around doing sweet fuck all, because there ain't nothing to do, because they just arrived. No wire on that. No wire on that one. And a window in there. What we got up in there? Bells. 4:10, a scene. So we get St. Francis of Assisi's church. Is that one there? Is it superior to? Yeah, that's the church of St. Francis of Assisi, apparently, guys. The one the roof fell in an earthquake and killed the priests inside. Don't know if you've seen that on YouTube. I think it's a setup. Why? Well, why would somebody be just standing in a church taking a photograph of some priest on the end of the church doing sweet nothing? I'm thinking it was a setup shot, and I'm thinking the earthquake or the whatever, the church roof falling in was a setup. Wow. I really, really do. That's beautiful. What is that? Huh. Okay, Jesus got wings, or is he on a paraglider? Or is something carrying Jesus? Well, I've never seen that before, ever. Wow. Flying. He's like, and him, he's like, whoa, what the fuck? Jesus, what are you doing, man? I've been watching Iron Man. Haven't you seen that guy with the wings on Iron Man? I can fly. No, bruv, I don't think that's safe. I'm the son of God, yo! Yeah, but mate, look, it's fucking hazardous, isn't it? Look, Do you think I'll get in trouble? Somebody's going to accuse me of being a blasphemer. No, I'm not a blasphemer. This guy, he's got a secret. He looks like the devil. And he's got his finger on his lip. Janus here, looking into a Skype device. Double-headed Janus. Oh, this is a brilliant one, isn't it? Wow. Whoa. It's more demonic characters than fucking Evil Dead, yeah? Ashley, look at this. It's like, whoa, get the fuck away. Because of the ambience on this evil entity, which is obviously Satan. Check it out. He's like, shh, yo. What's that in his hand? What is that? That's little hands. I don't know. Oh, wow. I don't know. Oh, whoa. Right. That was weird. My head feels weird now after that. Flying chicken Jesus. Whoa. That was weird. And the devil turning up. Look at this guy then. He looks a bit evil as well. Saints preserve us. No, not really. What are saints anyway? Well, you can be made a saint a couple of 100 years after you've done some do-gooding. What, you mean work in the slave industry? Yes, that's right. Look. You know what I mean? There's a lot of it going down in the past. Oh, this is Jesus. Somebody's going to go and grab his cross now, and Jesus should leg it and leave it to the other guy to carry it. Let him be fun crucified. Be clever. Why get crucified? Eh? It's not a popular pastime. Maybe it is a popular pastime in the medieval period, which is when all this shit was going down. How do I know? Well, they're all dressed in medieval clothes, and they got medieval weird stony lamps. Them ones that lights up lovely with the candles on them. You know them ones. And the disciples, oh God, they were shit, weren't they? Fucked him over. What about all this kissing like as well in the Garden of Gethsemane? Yeah? Do you think there was tongues? I don't think so. Probably be wrong. They don't really go into detail too much in the Bible, though, do they? About, you know, sexual practices and stuff. Well, you know, apart from the feet washing, the Mary done quite a bit. But Mary had a bit of a name, but that might be just bad press. She might be a really good girl. Who knows? Damn it. So, Jesus should have knocked and ran. He should have run. Leave it to if he wants to be a fucking Samaritan, why deny him? Yeah? Yeah, you're a good guy. I'll thank you later. In heaven. Sort you right out, mate. Oh, my dad. He's God. So anyway, this is weird. This is from like extracts of Popple Val. So it's basically like neon shit going down, but it's basically a celebration and a feast and fates. Okay, what you get is a lot of cannibalism and basically barbecues and stuff. It's like, I'm going to throw this boiling hot water over you. You get some strange flying machines. Yeah, they got hoverboards as well. Look at this guy flying with spacesuit on. So yes, we're looking at 1600s Coaxi cattle death cult. Yeah. Or so they say. And the Blue Meanies out of Yellow Submarine took all their characters from these extracts. So yeah, this is trippy, Frogman. So yeah, these are from ancient Mesoamerican, so they say, paintings of Coaxi cattle and gang. So he was a Phoenician. It's like, I want you to chop all their heads off and take out all of their intestines until there's an eclipse in 30 years' time. Wall deck, that's a clue. Is that a light bulb? So he's got a handbag on a stick, probably because he smells a bit. Oh, look at this just turned up. He's got like a flamey blue ass thing. I don't know. I can't even. How can you put that into words anyway? How can you put any of the things you see on here into words? I'm trying to do interpretation of things I've never seen before. But they have these. They fly around. Can you see? They're like rocket packs. Yeah? Would you disagree? Yeah, no, of course, because he's rocket packs. And you got bicycles as well. It's all flying shit going down. It's not flying shit going down in ancient Mesoamerica, but these are quite funky and colourful, aren't they? So these are the characters. Yeah. Motley fucking crew. Look at him with curlers in. And funny hats. All got happy hats on. Cigar head, cone head. Right, let's have a look at the main image, see what's going on. So he's up a tree in his bundies. But I think they all went around in underpants back then. Probably not, though. I don't know. These ain't in underpants. In fact, they're all colourful. So I'm not sure, but it could be he's holding on a totem. Stuck up a tree. It's open for interpretation. Anyway, okay. Ultimately trippy. And apparently 500 years old. Or so they say. Could be just bullshit made up like before the internet came out. But it's trippy anyway. So there he is. You know, the chicken gods and the leopard god. Or the black crow god. Ooh, magic going down there. And he's got feathers in his hair, and he's got some sort of tech. I don't know what that is. I think they're all on like acid, aren't they, or some sort of psychedelics in this. This is what I'm feeling now. Is they're talking about the trippy world. I think they're talking about like ayahuasca experience. I might be wrong, because this thing's not really in our realm on here, isn't it? Like, we've got crocodiles, but not crocodiles with flames coming out their butts. Tough brush arms. Yeah, see what I mean? Paint your nails blue. And a hand coming out of a portal. 2 hands. God, I don't know what's going on with that. That looks like... Is that a missile launcher? Fucking hell, wasn't Max Bygraves fucking dodgy? God help us in British culture. Jesus Christ almighty. I just sung that song in my head by Max Bygraves and just twigged. Holy fuck, this place is wrecked. See. He's got a building on his head because he's a fucking Phoenician. Yeah, a lot of trippy shit going down. Somebody playing Twister? Don't know. They're bound to have had Twister in the old world. It'd be ridiculous otherwise, wouldn't it? Look at him. Ah! McCall. Could be McCall. That could be the character called McCall. Macaulay Culkin. Check that hair. Yeah, he's doing the African bobblehead dance thing that they do. He's got one eye. He's a Cyclops, guys. Just epoxy Cyclops. That guy again with the curlers in his hair. Oh my God, I'm tripping out, man. This is too weird. Help me. Look at him. Do you know what the most annoying noise in the world is, guys? Do you want me to do it? No, I won't do that to you. I'll save it up, though. One day I'll do it. So that was really annoying, Matt. So, yeah, well, I did warn you. You know, you come along for the ride. Don't blame me. So, look at this. Difficult to say, guys. It's all too weird for my Brian. I'll share this with you anyway. Lots of extracts. Popple Val. Lots of extracts of strange... Oh, let's have a look at this one. The characters are rather weird, aren't they? Sort of language, isn't it? Code. So I just thought I'd fly in on my wicked jetpack. Shh. I think Iron Man's copying these, and that's where they got the ideas for Iron Man. Look at this. Little rocket things around. It's literally in his box thing. Wow, and you got a wristwatch. Wow. And do you know what I never noticed? You know, I was saying, oh, I like some BGs. I don't like them anymore. It's fucking BGs. BGs. G's, the Masonic G. BGs. I was like, oh, BJesus. I don't like them anymore. Well, I do. But I'm just saying I don't like their name anymore. BGs. We'll just call them something else from now on. We'll call them I don't know. I don't know. I'm not even going to try and think of a funny version of what I call the Bee Gees. I'll tell you what, we'll have a vote. 1889 they were. Wow, they were trippy. That's not when that shit was taking place, obviously. So, oh yeah, I was on here, wasn't I, before I got weirded out. These are Chilean ones. I got South American, and that is the Rays of Sunlight Cathedral. I've got hundreds of these. They're all really amazing. Some of them showing mud flood, but that is dry river with a little river running through it. I guess that is beautiful. Look at that. So, how many of you watching on a lovely, beautiful spring Flatterday night? 700 of you. Thank you for so many of you watching tonight. I will guess I'll be back in a day or 3. I've got some stuff I got to sort, and I got to catch up with you lot as well. My comments, and I get a bit behind because I've been working on content and stuff. So we'll get there eventually. Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? Are we there yet? No, we've passed it. Shut up. Oh. So I don't know what's happened to the rest of this building, but it seems to be missing. So what you find in these Chilean photographs, and these are early, these are 1860s, these, I believe it or not. 1865, wow. Is a sparse population and a beautiful Phoenician architecture. There's the municipal building. We don't like that. And rays of sunshine and just all Phoenician. No people, much. Beautiful architecture in Chile. A lot of mud. And you get some tech in a minute. I show you. Look at this stuff. So yeah, they went to South America. It's such a vast continent. We don't hear. I never hear too much about it. It's not a country I really know much about, if I'm honest. Argentina, I know very little about. I know very little about Chile, really. Oh, look at that mud-flooded, whatever it is, prison. Penitentiary in Lima, highest capital in the world. It looks like a prison too. God, it's bloody god-awful, that place, isn't it? And more of Peru, I guess. Lima, yes. So this is in... So the Phoenicians got to the top of this high Andean plateau and made all of this, which is now missing. And all the stuff on the top which is now missing. So is this Lima again? Yeah. So, wow, it's massive buildings for such a high place, you think? And full-on Phoenician for Peru. Who knew? Oh, look at this mud. Just these wooden things in mud. Ooh, look at that. Terrible place. So that's supposed to be Lima as well. And I guess in mining as well. So what you do get is, if you see this mountain in the background, I've shown different ones of this, but it's the biggest pile of guano or bat shit or shit in the world. It is 20 million tons, they say, I don't know, they never weighed it, of shit. And they basically scrape it all away. They can be used for fertilizer, high explosives, or I don't even know. Maybe it does like the rhino horn thing. It's difficult to know. But look. So they're mining on a vast scale. Shit. Shit. Shipping it out to God knows who, to God knows where. A whole load of shit. What are you carrying? Shit, mate. Good shit. Just shit, mate. So this mountain will go on forever. Do they have big bats? How do they gather so much guano? How do they convince the bats to poo so much? No, I'm just saying, if you go in a cave, 10,000-year-old cave, what they say, and the cave's got like a mountain of poo in it, yeah, and it stinks, you can't breathe it. But this is like years and years and hundreds of years of... How do they get them to go and fly over and poo on it, is what I'm trying to say. So this is this massive poo establishment. I bet it stinks. So yeah, we learn something new every day, don't we, guys? Did you know about that? Oh, I know. Let me just toss that around. What is that? Oh, it always goes upside down. It's fucking stupid. Should go the other way first. Ugh. No, it's a... I'm guessing it is... Oh, fucking... Oh, she's praying. She's praying. Praying for the usual. They're praying for money, usually. It's what most people pray for, isn't it? I want. God, can you give me, please? Please, can you give me? Give me. I gave you money Sunday. Where is my stuff? So there's a bit of a deal going down. So that's more guano. Oh, I bring it forward and it switches. Oh, look at that, though. I don't think I'm going to toss any more of these pictures. I wanted to toss this one because I'm not sure what's going on. It looks like Antiquatech. That's Australia, where Glenn lives. There. So let's have a look at you. Some sort of bandstand with a fountain inside. Oh, I got it right. It's a fountain. All lit up with electric light bulbs. Wow. What's the score there? It's decoration of the public fountain in the Great Plaza of Lima during the celebration of independence, containing 5,000 gaslights. Bloody hell. I don't know, like 5,000. So apparently they're gaslights. I think we're being gaslit. Like I said on my last post. So anyway, I'm going to move. Oh, that's nice, but I don't want to keep tossing these pictures. It's getting on my nerves. Anyway, moving on. I share these two. These are another fabulous collections. Paris. Oh, all sorts, guys. 1895s. And there's just so many. This one's like a mud flood scene. I can just, don't look like I can mag them up. But I'll give it to you anyway. I'm going to come back now in a minute. It's 12 o'clock. We're into the next day. But I'm going to observe great Italian buildings, etc., etc., which I will share with you. Endless photographs, which we'll go through again at some stage. God, look at all that usage. Oh my God, look at that ship. But unfortunately, it won't let me mag up. It's been a twat. Don't know what's going on. Anyway. Thank you very, 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 very much for popping by, guys. There's 691 of you. Make sure, please, if you like this video, to like it. And if you could share, if you've got the availability, Facebook, Twitter, whatever, that comes in handy. For YouTube just keeps stifling our information. So I'm going to give a few million of you a shout. Well, 690, in fact, in British terms. That's a million. Entrance to the Inner Earth, interesting. I've been thinking about that myself, so you guys are too, which is cool. Thanks, Campbell. Catch up hopefully tomorrow. Yeah, we should do. Paul, so you're hard working, aren't you, Campbell? I notice you're grafter like me. We don't get time to do much else, do we? So, Sophie, where have you been? Let me see. Going to have to zoom in on them. I can't zoom in on them. I've never had a zoom thing on that one. How are you, Sophie? Good to see you, love. And Mad Pyman. Every Martin show is epic. Yeah, I know. It's weird how it all works out. I haven't got a clue. Don't even ask. It's just beyond me. Paddy was here. Spray that on the wall, Paddy. And Earth is flat, if you would. Flat of British would be better. Fritz Patterson. In fact, all over Britain, just vandalise everybody, flat of British. Did I just say that? Am I allowed to say that? No, probably not. Oh. Good night, Chunkman. I need something to eat anyway. I got munchies. Eric Ninia. After one of these, I could never get to sleep. 4 o'clock the last time I went to sleep, and I was up about 9. So I was like, you can't calm my brain down after talking to so many people. And I give my fist bumps, flat thumbs. And I give myself a Brian ache going on with my verbal diarrhea. And I get on my own nerves as well. Can't believe I'm not getting on your nerves. Don't know what's going on. It's weird. Isabella, good to see you. At Matters as well. Carol Quigley, I love. Steve Dickinson. Kind of dummy. Oh, I missed you there, Sophie. Thanks, Sophie. Hippie Shake. Knuckle. Paul. So I don't know if my mate Mel's still here somewhere. Colorblind still here. Space Drum is still here. Make sure to subscribe, okay? I'm noticing there's a serious lackage of subscribers. Yeah, I want about 150 million if I can, so everyone's not watching stupid shit. Let's wake them all up, guys. John Fetcher, thank you, guys. Randy Weathers. Good to see you. Annabella Echo. Have a nice night. Not much of it left now, Annabella. We're into the next day. Why do your radio show? Splat, bro. Thanks, bro. God, and I'm spitting FEBs again. Laptia Surin Serna. See you, Martin. Love you. Thank you. Alex, you've had your fix of your juicage for the day. Well, I hope you're satisfied. And I did say the juice will overflow. So I hope you're feeling puffed out and you've been on like some sort of weird roller coaster ride. And you sit down later, you probably think, what the fuck was that? What happened? Probably will. Chris, thank you. Excellent show. There you are. So we aim to please. Flat Earth British. We're actually, all of us are absolutely epic. Can't believe what we've done. Krieg. Well, I can't believe, because belief is belief, isn't it? But just so. Pride is another thing to get rid of as well. Just read that out. Go by what I say. But I'm just happy. Hippie shake. Thank you, Trees of Love. Sketch. Victor. And I am all is that on, bruv. Werewolf, CJM, Dennis, Stacy, Victor again, Ken, 44, good to see Ken, Steve Dickinson, I said that. 7, Ontario Sasquatch, Shane, Mud, Bustle, and Gaia. Dave again. Paul Turkson, good to see you, my mate. Space Drum, there's no space. Paddy, thank you, Sonia, love. And Bye Campbell, Nosta, I don't know what time it is in Australia land, can't even work it out. Eric Ninia, it was Portland in Maine. I seen the M. That's all right. It's the other Portland. Thank you for that, Eric. Okay, saves me having to just brush up on that in my next vlog. I'm sure loads have told me. Yeah, I seen the M. Kirstine, PJ, Kazuba. Thank you for that. Jamie. Oh, he's still around. Good to see you, Jamie Oakley. Missy L. Phew, puffed up now. Walkio Wazup. Good to see you. I know I crapped that name up. I'm very sorry. I'm crap with names, especially at the end of the night. Dank. Good to see you, mate. Buddy. So, I've done nothing. I haven't had a smoke. I haven't had a drink. I've done nothing all day. 3 hours of just talking. I'm going to go and do some Martin stuff and get my shit together. So, thanks, Flat Thumbs. Happy Flatterday. And I'll be back in a day or two. Hope you enjoyed that. What a fantastic week on Flat Earth British. Are you buzzing? Yeah, I'm buzzing. It's fucking brilliant, isn't it? Anyway, sleep well. Thanks, Stephen Dickinson. We'll do, won't we? Yeah, anyway, got to go eat. Cossack, good to see you. Well, I'll review the video later and see how much times I put my foot in it about everything sometimes. Thanks, Norflix. Good to see you. There you are as well. NorthX, excuse me. Matt Pyman. I see you around in every chat feed, Matt Pyman. Why? Because I'm around in every chat feed. Stan Waxberg. Geezer man. He's Geezer. He's a geezer. He's a geezer. And Good Penny. Thank you. Good Penny. That's a nice name, isn't it? You're a penny. That is good. Anyway, I got to go. Oh, Decat, Fritz. Platforms. Howdy done. Did you notice when I start at 9 o'clock, I start exactly the second at 9 o'clock? I know. It's a thing that I can't stand to be late. It does my head in. It's like, that's fucking late. Wow. They won't like me. They think I'm like a waster and I'm always late. Ned Sellers. Good to see you. Good name, Ned Sellers. It's like Ned Flanders, only not. Decat, good to see you. Oh, Leroy. Yeah, I got an email. I got to get back to you, but I'm really behind on emails this couple of days. Me just researching, innit? Finding stuff like you do. Flat Earth British. Gary Felton. I speak to you earlier, Gary. Everything is fine in Cardiff land. Not that I've seen much of it because I've been basically stuck in doing shit. Fucking crap. Stan. Incarcerated. The council flat in Ely. Fucking me. Anyway. Peace and love to you all. Be good and don't do anything I wouldn't do, as I always say. Okay. See you on the next one, guys. Love and light. Keep your vibration up, okay, guys? Don't get down. Keep the faith. Okay, keep the spirit high. Okay, help others, advise others if you can. Don't force it on them. If they don't want to know, fuck them. Okay, so people are really annoying. Gotta be honest, guys. Okay, but if they're willing, just try and plant that seed. Try and help them out. Okay, try and help them all out if we can, because we're nice like that, not like them. That's what the difference is, isn't it? I know. Anyway, peace and love.